pocket expenses. Don't face the burden of identity theft alone. Protect your future and finances with LifeLock. Join now. Save up to 30% off your first year with promo code BECK at LifeLock.com. 1-800-LifeLock, promo code BECK. LifeLock.com. Terms to apply.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/term. That's ethos.com/term. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
I still got a Tootsie Roll Pop. Look out. It's only me. It's only the Kimmer. With Pete Davis in the house, the flag-waving man from the mountains of Macon, and the mechanical mangler. It's Flounder at the controls, and it's Tuesday, and it's hot.
Oh, the day I was born.
Freaking muggy. It's summer in Georgia. Oh, God. Yep. Just be careful. And again, don't leave your pets out. I mean, seriously, let alone kids in the back seat of the car. But I mean, don't leave your pets out.
Especially the pets.
Even, especially the pets. Especially the ones we like, the kind of pets we like. Even a bucket of water is not, if they dump it over, they're going to die. So.
I kept Lucas inside today.
Yeah, there you go. How's he doing, bud? We haven't seen him in a while.
Oh, he's good.
Was he getting along with Winston?
Oh, yeah, he gets along great.
Well, I just, hold on, man. There.
You all right? You got it there?
Right now. I was just showing Pete a video of the most stupid reels things on my freaking phone of a big Great Dane, a Harlequin Great Dane, which is just like mine. My last dog was a Harlequin Great Dane Trouser. And the reel was of the Great Dane sticking his nose into the cat's house, and fighting him. I mean, it's just, you get involved in these
fun stuff.
I missed my animal. I missed, thank God I go to the stable every weekend and play with other people's horses because it just, I need an animal grounding after having my
You should get a cat for your place.
Yeah, I suppose I probably could, but I'd get more than one. I'd probably get a couple. I don't know.
You should.
Well, my last cat, Shyster, she thought it was hers. It was really he's the one who slept on my face. Every night, I sleep on my side, and he would sleep on my neck and face. And then when I would turn over, he would jump up and sleep on the other side.
Consistency.
It's the damnedest thing you ever saw. Anyway, Pete Davis, how's it going? What's new in the last 24 hours here? You guys, what's going on here?
Nothing, really.
All right, sir. What are you, just Jeff? I mean, my God, man. No, we have Holy Crap. We have Holy Crap at Sports coming up, and you're presenting us for a little live theater performance here shortly.
That's right.
In a few minutes, which is fairly exciting. And Flounder, Mrs. Flounder Veronica, anything going on?
All is well.
Excellent.
Same old.
There you go. Well, it's a beautiful day. Braves are out of town.
In Minnesota.
Had, was it the first inning? My God, that was all the runs, wasn't it?
Come on. This team just got swept at home by the Phillies, and you can't score two runs against these guys?
I don't understand.
They were 5 games below 500. That team sucks. They should sweep them. There's no excuse for losing to teams like that.
Well, I mean, we've all played baseball, and sometimes you can't hit the damn ball. I mean, it's really a question of scoring runs. If you can't score more than 2 runs, And again, I would really love to figure out what in the hell a pitching coach is supposed to do with guys who have been doing something all their lives, and then now like that, is a pitching coach going to talk to the players and say we need to do this, or swing at the first pitch, or
why would a pitching coach be telling them how to bat?
Oh, I mean batting.
Hitting coach.
Hitting coach. If I said pitching, I meant hitting. I'm sorry. I'm not here. I'm not good. It's okay though. I'm going to be fine later. I'm not fine right now, but no, shut up. I'm going to be fine later. It'll be a few days probably.
Like Friday around 6.
Fridays around 6:04. And I head out the door. Adios, man. Oh, sorry. Now, a hitting coach. What the hell would a hitting coach do, if anything? Would he talk to the team after they can't score 1 or 2 runs against a bad team? What is he supposed to do? Let's try something new. Do we, wait till you get 2 strikes? Or,
well, they know the tendencies. They know the tendencies of the pitcher against every batter, every pitcher, batter, blah, blah, blah. when they
Is
go
it
in
all
there.
Onomatomics or whatever the hell they call this crap lately?
But it'd be nice to adjust during a game, which something that I'm sure they're trying to do, and it doesn't work.
Choke up and get up in the batter's box.
What?
Choke up and
Choke up.
Choke up.
Do you
on the
think
bat.
a major league ball player in 2026 knows what choke up means? None of them choke
some
up.
do. I've seen them do it with two strikes, like 0-2 or something. I've seen them
very
choke
few.
up. Yeah, we always did.
They swing away.
But isn't that the things to try to make it as easy as possible to hit the freaking ball?
We were told to choke up and
just put it in play. Just try to hit it.
Yeah.
Hit the freaking ball.
Now, the good thing is baseball seems to be going back to that a little bit. Just a little bit. It's not the blue swing away, strikeouts don't matter. And that was the people on MLB Network, the Brian Watts' his name, telling you, the strikeouts didn't matter. It's just as good as any other out. No, it's not.
No,
Anybody who knows baseball knows that's not true.
Yeah.
And how someone as smart as he is
don't want to strike out.
could say that.
Yeah, your whole mind is, if you get 2 strikes on you, your whole life changed. I mean, everybody knows you don't want to strike out. You don't want to be called out. So, that kind of mental pressure is always going to be there. But then the question is, it's just,
We're getting back to common sense, I think. No, put the ball in play. Anything can happen.
Hit it on
Don't
the ground.
Strike out.
He might
if you
fumble
can.
the catch. Like I saw in the other, hit the pitcher's mound, jumped up in the air about 40
That's
feet,
right.
and the guy was safe. I mean, just,
The example being Austin Riley this year. How many times has he struck out on 3 pitches in big moments?
Yeah.
Don't strike out. Put the ball in play. When he puts the ball in play, good things happen.
Yeah, I know.
Look at that little bop there. Who hit that ball that fell behind the pitcher the other day, and all the infielders ran in? Was it Ozzie Albies that hit a pop fly and it went right behind the pitcher, and he falls over backwards trying to catch it? It was the perfect place to put it.
Yeah. Well, but who,
Put the ball in
just
play.
hit the freaking ball. Yeah. Anyway. All right, well, we have a Holy Crap of Sports coming later. Also, we're going to have one more little comment about the WNBA, because I saw the mom and her daughter on Laura Ingram's show last night, and I kind of got a kick out of it. And
We
they
should
got a
order
kick
some
out
of
it.
those shirts.
Yeah, there you go. Anyway, so
Pete says no.
we got sports and news and stuff.
You can wear it. Look good on you.
Yeah, I bet when I'm sure you get a free bowl of soup. Huh? Hey, naked lady tees. Out of a dozen of those orange balls. Anyway, and Flounder and Mr. Flounder and Pete Davis, and we're all here. And we've got Flounders Funnies, and we've got your calls, and again,
Jeez.
oh, man, he's throwing stuff around there. Is that Mike Flag thing?
Yeah, it's Mike Flag.
That's kind of unusual.
That's the name of my new character, Mike Flag.
Mike Flag reporting. Hey, everyone. Anyway, so our number is 404-741-1230, 741-1230. And a couple things. I posted on Facebook last night. I got in my car. I'm still getting I have a loaner car because my car's still in the shop. So I'm in this car, and it's a nice little, it's a little Bronco. It's a nice little car. And I got in the car, and I turned it on, and it started 100 degrees. The temperature last night when I left was 100 degrees. So, again, don't leave your pets out. So.
Besides it being a Ford, what's wrong now?
No, well, at least they don't have to take the engine out of the car to change the oil like your Porsche. Anyway, it's a transmission thing. And again, it's a nightmare because if they have back orders or something on a car like that, it's not like they have 20 of them in every shop. They don't carry parts. Nobody. Well, in fact, this is modern day America, by the way. They don't carry parts. Companies of any kind of company. I don't care if it's a freaking shoe warehouse. They don't carry stuff inventory in the back.
No, storage it costs
it's too
money.
expensive. It costs them tax money for inventory taxes and God knows what. Plus, they have to buy it and then leave it there without selling it. It's not. It's just they can't afford to do it. No. So they wait until you need it, then they order it. So everybody's and so you can't blame them. Well, you can be mad, but you can't blame them. That's the way modern business is. Anyway, and plus, if you have a specialty car, you need specialty parts, and they're, like try to get my tires. Oh my God, I have to, Anyway, it's all good. It's all good. Okay, Kevin, Pete, and Flounder, and 404-741-1230, 741-1230. And a couple of newsy things include primary voting type stuff. They've been following it on the show right before us about the Alaskan cheaters in the Democrat Party are running a guy with the exact same name of a Republican who's the current senator in Alaska, only the middle initial's different.
And he looks like him.
Yeah. And in doing it so they'll shuffle off the votes for the Republican, hoping they'll kick him out of office as a sitting senator. And if they do that and win, that's one more step. Plus, what's going to happen in Maine, God knows, with that cycle running against Susan Collins. And if they do that, they flip the Senate. We're screwed. If the Democrats take the Senate, it's over. I mean, think what they're going to do if they have Congress, even without having the White House. It's done. We're popped.
No, you can't veto everything, can he?
But it'll be overridden. I mean,
you got to do a lot to override a veto.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I mean, but still, I mean, well, they can if they have enough votes in the House, they'll impeach him and convict him.
No one's going to put up with that. No one's going to believe that. No one's going to stand for that. They think January 6th was bad?
Yeah.
If they pull that stunt and try to remove him from office?
I'll tell you what. They're asking for it, really.
Seriously.
And they're not they're going
and they'll deserve getting it.
Yes, they will. Yes, they will. We'll talk about the Meta trial. And just a philosophical question. What is the ethical responsibility of a company that is gearing its product toward young people? Why wouldn't they want to try to do as good a job as they can to attract young people?
Right. I agree.
Okay.
Don't let the government get involved in doing this.
Yeah,
Don't.
I mean, just a question. What do you think? Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder, your show here on 106.3. Look out, there we go.
Support the advertisers and partners that share your values. Give our extra advertisers the first shot to earn your business. They will deliver for you every time and support the extra community like no one else. Connect with all of our partners online at extra1063.com.
Well, hot and muggy and the still growing season here in Georgia. That's where Stovall and Company, your third-generation wholesale landscaping supply company's ready to go. And, builders and contractors, if you need something for the outdoor, like a pool, maybe a fireplace or a kitchen or something like that, and you need it right now, look out your window, because if you talk to Stovall and Company, it's probably on the way. They have 11 locations. They're all over the place. Latest one up there in Canton. And the trees and flowers and shrubs and plants and irrigation systems and sprinklers and good heavens, and even something really special and no one knows where to get it. If Stovall knows and they don't have it, they'll still tell you. StovallInc.com.
Hey, this is Lowe's with David from Atlanta, who just purchased his new car with the Honest Car Guy, the new, fully transparent way to buy your next vehicle. David, tell us about your experience.
I had been looking for a vehicle for a couple months. The car buying process was a little challenging at first for me. I had some credit issues in the past, and I just happened to hear a familiar voice on the radio, and it happened to be on the Honest Car Guy ad. I got in touch with Tom. Within 2, maybe 3 days, I had a vehicle being shipped here from Orlando, Florida. I have already recommended him to family members, several friends, and I'll purchase a car from Tom when I make my next purchase for sure.
Friends, if you're in the market for a pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, get an honest car buy from the Honest Car Guy. You pay what we pay, plus an honest fee, and we back that up by giving you the bill of sale. That's our transparency guarantee. Call 844-SHOW-ME-1. That's 844-SHOW-ME1, or visit honestcarguy.com.
Here today with Evan Ward, host of North Georgia's Retirement Game Plan. And Evan, we're told to enjoy retirement, but frugal investors often worry about overspending and running out of money. So when it comes to your clients, how can you help ease some of those worries?
Well, it starts with income planning. And, here's one of the most common mistakes. It's almost every single person when we first meet with them, they have no income plan. Mm-hmm. They have a thought, they have a hope, they have hey, if we make enough money, we'll be able, hopefully, to make this money last, but there's no plan. And so we build comprehensive income plan that we know this is how we're exactly going to pay your bills in retirement, and more so because, look, retiring isn't about, well, I've got enough to survive. It's about enjoying life. You didn't work 30, 40 years of your life to get by in retirement. You did it to enjoy the things that you've always wanted to do. And so we're going to build a second component that covers that quality of life, that every month, every year, regardless of what's happening with the market, regardless of what's happening in your life, this money's coming in like clockwork, and you never have to worry about it. You never have to stress about it. You're going to be able to keep the lights on and enjoy the kind of lifestyle that you're looking for.
The name of the show is North Georgia's Retirement Game Plan. And Evan, you say it all the time on the show, a play is not a plan. You've got to have that comprehensive game plan when it comes to your retirement.
You've got to. It's the only way to, one, make sure it's going to work, and two, make sure it's going to work efficiently.
If you'd like to schedule that complimentary retirement income review, call Evan Ward and his team with Atlas Retirement. That number is 678-736-7799. Again, it's 678-736-7799. Or you can always reach them at the website. It's atlasretirement.net. That's atlasretirement.net. Investment advisory products and services made available through Impact Partnership Wealth, LLC, IPW, a registered investment advisor.
Hey, Braves fans, Tom Glavin, and when my ride needs a wash, I head straight to Tidal Wave Auto Spa. Their friendly team and industry-leading technology give my car the ultimate shine every time. Experience an elite clean you can count on at Tidal Wave Auto Spa, the official car wash of the Atlanta Braves and my go-to car wash destination.
My car is happy. I am happy. Tidal Wave Auto Spa.
You know what you get back when you call the Trusted Toolbox? You get your time back, you get your family back, and you get your house back. No more spending weekends fixing loose doors, drywall cracks, or that list that never ends. With our handyman for a day, one skilled professional shows up, knocks out multiple repairs in one visit. Everything from drywall to ceiling fans changed out, painting, trim work, and so much more. Stop working on your house every weekend. Call the Trusted Toolbox, get your time back, and get it done right the first time. Book your appointment today at thetrustedtoolbox.com.
America! Chuck, yeah! Chuck and Shack Oyster Bar is celebrating the red, white, and blues all summer long with our America 250 summer menu. We're talking Cyclone char-grilled oysters, Route 66 smash burgers, crab meat boardwalk fries, and USA-inspired cocktails. Raise a glass and cheers to 250 years of the US of A at Chuck and Shack Oyster Bar. Locally owned in downtown Alpharetta and Cumming, across from the collection. Find your location and details at theshuckandshack.com.
In fact, we're going to be at the Shuckin' Shack. Shuckin' Shack. In coming a week from tomorrow.
It's coming.
Next week, Wednesday next week, at the Shuckin' Shack on Peachtree Parkway in Cumming.
That's not to be confused with Shake Shack.
No, it's not Shake Shack. It's Shuckin', as in shucking oysters. They shuck oysters there.
Yeah,
so
we did a whole 10-minute diatribe, but you screaming that your phone wasn't giving you the right directions.
because I was looking up the wrong.
You were looking up the other restaurant.
Shuckin' Shack. We were at the Alpharetta address last time. We're going to be next Wednesday, not this week, but a week from tomorrow. Shuckin' Shack in Cumming. On Peachtree Parkway. Are you sure they want to do this? I mean, after the last time, remember that hot babe came in and sat on my lap and started kissing me at the end of the show? Man, that was awkward.
And then you woke up.
Well, I finally, she said, "Oh, I thought you were somebody else."
Well, she was blind.
Pete Davis.
She was blind.
Well, but she put her walker away. She really didn't know where she was going. She stumbled into me by mistake.
You did. Try not to spill a drink in the first 2 minutes.
All over that sweet girl K or whatever her name was, waitress, right on, boom, wham, all over the floor. That was brutal. I mean, anything could happen.
And there's great parking. It's in like a mall thing. There's a lot of parking. No problem with parking. Alpharetta gets a little crowded at times.
Well, downtown Alpharetta's
it's busy.
Yeah. Anyway, Flounder, I'm sorry. You're our music director. I talked completely over this musical comeback thing here. 2020, 6 years ago today, Jack Sherman passed away. 64 years old, heart attack in Savannah, Georgia. Jack Sherman was the second guitarist to have joined Red Hot Chili Peppers in between Hillel Slovak's departure and return. And Mr. Sherman played on their debut album, co-wrote much of their second album, Freaky Styley. Went on to collaborate with Bob Dylan, George Clinton, and Fear Gal Sharkey. How is old Fear Gal? God, I gotta. We kind of lost touch, so I gotta. After the show, I'm gonna. Well, anyway, our birthday list includes Andy Samberg. Andy Samberg is 48, and he's Jake Peralta on Brooklyn Nine-Nine. He was on Saturday Night Live for 4 years and then quit. And I kind of looked. He said it was just too much. He said it was like working all the time, and you were all freaked out, and the stuff. He just said he just had to relate. He couldn't take it anymore. He didn't want to do it. But I remember Andy Samberg, who is 48 years old today, when he was part of Parks and Rec. and he was the outdoor game warden or something for the community park service.
Oh, yeah.
And he had the outdoor voice indoors. So Leslie Knope would have him come in, and she said, "Hi, Ranger so and so, how you doing?" "I'm fine, Leslie. How are you? What can I do for you?" I mean, the top of his lungs. It was hysterical. I mean, just stupid little thing like that. I'm still laughing about it. "Fine, how you going?" Okay. Silly rabbit. Anyway, so what did I say? 48. I remember what I say. Yeah, 40 years old, Andy guy. And on this day in history, 1973, according to the 1974 movie, which claimed to be based on actual events, the real Texas Chainsaw Massacre occurred on this day in 1973. The movie was, in fact, mostly fictional. The character of Leatherface and some story details were inspired by the crimes of murderer Ed Gein. Is it Gain or Gein?
I never can remember.
I can't remember either. I think it might be Gain. I think it might be Gain. It's Gein, but it could be announced either way. Anyway, Ed Gein robbed graves and made trophies and keepsakes from human body parts. The movie Texas Chainsaw Massacre was originally and initially banned in several countries because of the violence. Produced for only $300,000, it made $30 million in America alone.
He was called the Butcher of Plainfield.
Is that what it was? It also set the stage for future slasher movies with its use of power tools as murder weapons and the characterization of the killer as a large, hulking, faceless figure. The movie Psycho was based on Robert Bloch's novel of the same name, which was also loosely based on Ed Gein. The character Norman Bates and Ed Gein each had deceased, domineering mothers, had sealed off a room in their home as a shrine to their dead mother, and dressed in women's clothes.
Norman?
And these people were real. I mean, this guy was at least real.
Have you ever seen the documentaries on him?
No.
Up in Wisconsin? Wow. And the whole town knew he was weird. Just they didn't know how weird he was.
Well, the other thing, and again, this is back in the 70s, and I wonder what people would have done.
Well, he was the 50s or 60s. Was Gein.
There's a Netflix story on him.
Yeah, wasn't it 50s and 60s?
Yeah, it was 50s.
And Ed Gein. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre was in the 70s. But Ed Gein, that was, and again, I don't know. I think it was a different time. I'm not sure whether people would have gotten involved or would have gone to the cops kind of a deal with the suspicions.
If you're a loner and he lives out in a farm by himself, unless you go knock on the door,
Yeah,
I mean,
you don't know
why would you have any business going in there?
Yeah. Oh, good grief.
But you know what? If there's bodies disappearing around the community,
hey, what happened to Bob?
Who could be a suspect here? Could it be that
The old
loner
guy
who lives out there outside of town on the farm by himself?
I know that's what my neighbors think about me, I swear to God.
Have we seen his mom anytime soon? Maybe let's go knock on Ed's door. I think that's what happened. They went out there and somebody went out in the garage and saw something.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, holy cow.
That can't be. Is that a foot? They got a foot over there in the vice? Is that?
I mean, I think he'd be the first guy I'd check out.
Hey, officer.
He was a loudmouth and never kept to himself.
Mercy. Anyway, Kim, Repeat, and Flounder, how's it going? 404-741-1230, 741-1230. And I love to start with happy stories and bizarre stories as we get into the politics here. And we're going to talk about little Johnny Ossoff here in a second. But first, the story of a jet skier who disappeared and lived in the ocean and was found, and holy cow, the guy's in his 50s, and he was on a jet ski with a woman, two of them together, off of Seal Beach Pier, off of Long Beach, California. He was in his 50s, and let's see, they had been riding with a larger group on their jet skis. They became separated and ended up in the water. And the search was kicked into high gear after fishermen reported hearing a woman screaming for help at 10:30 at night. Lifeguards rushed to the Long Beach breakwater. They found the woman clinging to some rocks. The woman in her 40s was pulled to safety, and she's in stable condition in the hospital. Her male riding companion was nowhere to be found. Then authorities found, this is 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. At 1 o'clock in the morning, they found an abandoned jet ski floating in the water beyond the breakwater. A second jet ski was found 30 minutes later, so here with a jet ski for the woman and the jet ski for the guy, but no guy. So crews continued searching through the darkness all night long into the morning. 10:30 the next morning, A stunning breakthrough as a Coast Guard helicopter spotted the guy floating 2.5 miles offshore. They lowered a rescue swimmer from the helicopter, pulled him out of the water. He is 53-year-old Paul Carbolito, alive and talking and in the hospital suffering from hypothermia. And again, so he was in the water.
Just
for
treading water?
12 hours, yeah.
With no life jacket or anything?
Well, he probably had a life jacket on, but still, it would be if it was probably a jet ski life jacket. It might be a little ring around your waist. It may not have been a full. I mean, a lot of jet skiers don't have the big full thing. But
usually they have a vest on.
Yeah, they usually have a vest. I mean, some kind of thing. But either way. I'm pretty freaky. And again, you think I want to be in the waters off California all night long?
Great white
land. With my feet dangling in the ocean?
Another thing, that water's cold. It's in the 50s.
Very cold. Well, that's hypothermia. You'll die. I mean, if you're out there, if he had been there probably another 6 or 8 hours, probably would have died.
I'm surprised he lasted that long because that water is cold.
Yeah, this from probably late afternoon or early evening until 10:30 the next morning.
Now, odds are a shark's not going to get you, and if he's not bleeding, but sooner or later, something's going to get him.
Still. And it reminds me, I didn't know, I assume he had a life jacket on. I think you probably... I think that's probably
Wait, how do you
automatic.
fall off a
Yeah. Well, yeah, again, that's the other thing. That's the other thing.
How do you fall off? How do two people fall off a jet ski?
I know.
Did they hit each other, run into each other?
I don't know. That's a good question.
And I'm telling you what,
they haven't talked to me.
I was drugged toward one of those breakwaters, which is just rocks.
Yeah.
It's big, huge rocks.
Yeah.
And I was driven toward that, and the lifeguard came out and grabbed me and my friend. We had to go out past the pier because we couldn't get back in, and it was pushing us toward that breakwater. And she goes, "Well, we can't go there."
Yeah, it's like riptide stuff. You can't fight
it. It just bangs you up against it.
Yeah, I know it's brutal. And in fact, I remember in the Marine, I was thinking about how this guy survived. And in the Marines, they taught us drown proofing. Have you ever taken drown proofing or see anything about it? It's really
called swimming.
No, drown proofing. Where if you're in the water and you don't have a flotation device or anything else,
you just lay flat and you float. You naturally float.
Well, some people naturally float, and a lot of people naturally don't. But if you know, for one thing, if you have a shirt, you can use it as like a balloon to get air in you to get air under. But the other thing is, you actually do a dead man's float where you lean forward into the water and you lean into the water and you float with your back exposed. Then you lift your head up and take breaths, and then you put your head back down and float with your back floating above the water.
That's opposite what we were taught, is just get on your back and just float and just be very still and just float. Maybe fin. If you want to go somewhere, you fin. But you lay on your back. If you lay on your back, you pretty much will float. Well, but if you don't panic, if you start moving around.
Well, I get that. There's a lot of body density things where people that try it. Next time you go in the water, just lay on your back and see what happens to you.
That's why you should keep an extra 20, 30 pounds of
there you go.
airy fat.
Or a large woman. Either way, be fine. Anyway, coming up, a little Johnny Ossoff is in the news, and the White House and the reaction in CNN, and Jen Psaki, once again, one of America's journalistic traitors, so-called. And it's all coming up. And Nancy Mace and her tats. And
her what?
Her tats.
T-A-T-S.
What did you think? With Kimber, Pete, and Flounder. I don't know.
She's got a nice pair of tats.
Oh, my. Look at that. She got more than one. It's incredible.
A handful.
The world's watching to see if America still leads. And Extra 106.3 is always watching out for your values, your community, and your voice. Strength on the world stage starts with an honest conversation at home. And we're proud to have it every single day. Listen live or stream us anywhere on the Extra 106.3 app.
Yeah, people ask me about this Jeff Shea guy. I'm talking about Peach State Windows, and there's a good reason, because when you know people and you've worked with them before and, they're doing some business, I'm happy to hop on board because I can trust what they do, and I'm a good example of how well it works. Jeff Shea, for years and years, running their business, Peach State Windows. I've seen the homes they've transformed, including mine with my Hardy Plank siding. After decades, they've earned the trust that they deserve, and Jeff understands something important. Maybe your homeowners don't want to have a different house. You just want to make it maybe a better version. Well, here we go. Peach State Windows, better energy efficiency, better comfort, performance right now. 8 premium double-hung vinyl replacement windows installed for just $3,995. 8 of them installed for under $4,000. And you'll get a lifetime warranty, of course, 0% financing for 12 months. Look up the work they do for yourself, peachstatewindows.com. Here's that number, 770-485-8011. Trusted by Georgia homeowners for generations, peachstatewindows.com.
Hey, it's Drake Baldwin. Everyone knows my winning team on the field, but when there's no hot water, I need a win at my home base. When it comes to plumbing, my winning team is Superior. Superior Plumbing is there whenever I need a leak repaired, toilet replaced, or a water heater installed. For over 40 years, they've been Atlanta's go-to plumbers. And Superior is still locally owned. For Superior, there's no job too small.
For Superior, the honest one, call 770-422 Plum.
What a season. The boys are giving us plenty to celebrate, but if you've celebrated a little too hard after a win and ended up in jail, you need A Second Chance bail bonds. We handle bonds from the stadium to the city, and in most cases, we can have you or your loved one out in a matter of hours. A Second Chance. It's better to know us and not need us than need us and not know us. Call A Second Chance 24/7 at 404-BAIL-OUT. That's 404-BAIL-OUT. Or online at atlbail.com.
I'm Patrick Brown, former Army Ranger in the United States Army. Like many service members, I had to make difficult choices when leaving the military, and the most challenging thing was finding purpose in a new phase of life. Housing, employment, education, way too many decisions and no idea where to start. That was until I met the Warrior Alliance. They made it simple. They listened and quickly connected me to the services I needed. And like a trusted friend, they even followed up to make sure I was squared away. Change a veteran's life today by donating at thewarrioralliance.org, helping warriors navigate to success after service.
There's never been a better time to fall in love with Subaru from Subaru of Gwinnett. Now through August 31st, get award-winning vehicles and exceptional offers from a brand you trust during the Subaru A Lot to Love event. Explore the full lineup of hybrid, electric, gas, and wilderness vehicles, including the trusted 2026 Subaru Forester and the all-new 2026 Subaru Outback. Every Subaru is made with love and built to last, with dependability and value coming standard. It's no surprise why Consumer Reports named Subaru the best overall automotive brand for 2 years in a row, based on reliability, safety, owner satisfaction, and road test evaluation. At Subaru of Gwinnett, there's a lot to discover and a lot to love. Get special low rates on select vehicles from August 1st through August 31st on Satellite Boulevard in Duluth, or start your shopping online at SubaruofGwinnett.com. Consumer Reports does not endorse products or services. Visit Subaru.com/CR to learn more.
Summer is here, and hopefully vacation is on the horizon. Whether the beach or maybe you're more of a mountain person, you've planned and saved in order to take some much-needed time off. You planned your vacation. Shouldn't you plan your retirement? You planned for a week in the sun, but have you planned for decades of golden years? Master Plan Retirement works with you to create a holistic, comprehensive retirement plan in order to offer the one thing your time off needs the most: peace of mind. From income and growth, tax strategy, legacy planning, and more, Master Plan Retirement walks alongside you to help ensure your golden years stay golden. Schedule your complimentary consultation today. Visit masterplanretire.com. Master Plan Retirement Consultants. Plan well and prosper.
Advisory services offered through Master Plan Retirement Consultants, Inc., a registered investment advisory in the state of Georgia. Insurance, tax, and commodity services offered through Fricks & Associates, Inc., DBA Master Plan Retirement Consultants. The aforementioned are affiliated companies.
Here we go. Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder, and something special coming up here in just a couple of moments here. But first, Kurt Cobain. Kurt Cobain, Daddy K, they call him. 1992, he had a thing becoming a daddy there. Kurt Cobain and his wife, Courtney Love, had a little baby girl. She gave birth to it, of course, Frances Bean Cobain, in 1992. And smells like Teen Spirit to me. I'm not sure what that is. But Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder, how's it going? Our birthday list includes Elaine Boozer. Elaine Boozer, 74, the comedian. I remember I used to enjoy her, and then she got kind of involved in some things. Oh, who you got there?
Frances Bean Cobain. Turned out like you'd think.
Wow, she looks like Madam Nighttime Mistress of the Dark girl there, doesn't
Goth.
she?
You know who she married?
Totally goth. Who'd she marry?
Tony Hawk's son. You know, the
the skater or the skateboarder? I'll be damned.
She's a good-looking woman.
Yeah,
she's just very
she just
pale.
looks mean and she looks like like Tuesday for Wednesday from the Addams Family.
Morticia.
And Morticia, yeah.
Looks like Morticia.
That black goth-looking thing. That's what that chick Tracy that I had. Never mind. I guess we're talking about Tracy.
Don't want to do that.
Well, she was.
See, 20. When she's normal, she's very good-looking.
Yeah, but she dresses up to be goth, and so whatever. That's your personality. To me, it just seems dark and kind of unhappy and yeah. Well, anyway. Kevin Pete and Flounders. So I was saying our birthday list is Elaine Boozer, 74 years old. She had a little bit of a situation back in.
Say it.
Oh, hold on a minute. I got it right here. I got it right here.
We're waiting.
Here we go. She was at Dodger Stadium 2 years ago, and she tried to enter with a non-clear baseball-shaped handbag. But it wasn't clear and violated the clear bag policy, so security said, you got to take it back to your car or toss it. She said, I'm not doing that. It escalated. She started fighting with them, and they put her in handcuffs for 2 hours before they let her go. She showed wrist marks and said they were wrong and shouldn't have gone that far. That was 2 years ago. Then 6 years ago, Elaine Boozer's Jewish cousin died in a Brooklyn nursing home, and the estate got billed $15,000 for a Christian burial package, complete with rosary and a cross, and then sent the Jewish body to the wrong cemetery instead of the prepaid family plot. And Boozer called the whole thing, anyway, she got involved in that thing. Elaine Boozer's back. She is 74 years old today. And heck, that's another thing with that thing. Let's do this over here anyway.
She's a manly woman, too.
Yeah,
big woman.
I remember her being. I used to enjoy her stuff. I used to like female comedians. There weren't that many. Joan Rivers and who's that one? There was.
Who's
Judy? I remember Judy Canuta. Yeah,
with
Canuta.
The accordion.
Yeah,
she was funny.
Yeah, there's a few of them. Anyway, speaking of accordions and funny, should we do a little something here, boys? Flounder, you want to?
You ladies ready?
Yeah, well, we might be.
Can't hear you.
We'll find out here in a second. Oh, Daisy, you couldn't hear him? I could hear him.
Okay.
We got him all set? Okay. I miss about seashells, seashore. And now, another edition of Not the Kimmers Rainy Day Theater Playhouse, where we, by golly, endeavor to bring a little bit of sunshine into the otherwise miserable lives of you, the little people. Today's episode, what's that in the road ahead? Yes, the scene. Your local hospital. Could be Piedmont, could be Emory, could be North Side. A beautiful young woman patient sits patiently in her hospital bed, awaiting her doctor. Just then, her handsome physician walks into the room carrying her chart. He calmly looks her over, then looks over her chart and says to her,
We're almost through with your tests. I'm just waiting for your ex, Ray.
But, doctor, I've never dated anyone named Ray.
The doctor is taken aback for a second, but regains his composure and says,
I think we'll do a brain scan as well.
A brain what?
Scan, damn it. Scan. It was a brain scan.
Editor, and scene.
Scene.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, here at the mighty 106.3, we endeavor, honestly, just to bring you you just don't get this anywhere else.
2 lines.
No, you had 1 line.
And you got all the way to the end of the second
Kimmer,
one.
Pete, and Flounder. Not the Kimmers Rainy Day.
1 word to go.
Theater Playhouse on 106.3.
I have it on good authority. I talked to an actress last night. She says it takes about 4 shows before you know you've really got it cooking.
There you go.
So we should do it 3 more times.
Okay, ready?
1 per hour?
Cue him on 106.3. Da-da. Okay.
Oh, man.
Wow. Scran. Brain scran.
Scran. Scan.
He's been listening to me. I can't talk lately. I don't know what's going on. It's just really weird.
I think it's because it's so hot.
I don't know. It really is brutally difficult to be outside for anything. In fact, as I was coming in, I think you probably noticed it too. There's swarms of young people. Hey, I mean, there must be a million of them. You didn't see them? No. Flounder, did you see the crowd outside here in front of the Lowe's Theater? Whatever.
I don't know.
Roxy.
I'm not sure who's playing tonight. But what I feel bad for are those people down in the Coca-Cola exhibit.
Yeah.
Because they are right where the sun just drills that building all day.
Yeah. I mean, it's a very, very difficult to be out there for a long time. So anyway, bring your pets in. Don't be silly. Okay, let's do some of this newsy stuff with little Johnny Pantsy Pants. The White House is involved. CNN will talk about, you'll hear some sound bites here from little Johnny Ossoff. The White House with a brutal takedown after he tried to make something of Donald Trump and a woman who works for him. I mean, this is just despicable. Little Johnny scumbag. Facing backlash from White House officials and conservatives everywhere for taking a personal shot at Donald Trump's aide named Natalie Harp. Natalie Harp had breast cancer, and Donald Trump made it possible for her to be part of the, hey, what the heck, we'll take a chance policy, where even if you don't know whether it's going to work or not, let them take a chance because it's their own lives, for God's sakes. Anyway, that's what this woman was about, as one of his aides, and also was took a jab at Natalie Harp during a campaign rally in Atlanta, slamming Donald Trump, the handling of the Iran war, and so on and so forth. And here's what Johnny Ossoff said at his campaign rally as he would try to complain about Donald Trump, and then took a shot at his aide with a snotty little campaign slur right here, if you will.
And while the sailors on the Lincoln fight his war, while he fruitlessly drains our munitions and oil reserves, the president sleeps through his meetings. He golfs and trades stocks. See, he doesn't want to do the job.
That's a bold-faced lie.
He wants to build his ballroom and travel with Natalie on their apparently defenseless flying palace gifted by the Emir of Qatar.
Wants to travel with Natalie? What a snotty son of a bitch to say that about the president and a woman who survived breast cancer and lived because of what Donald Trump did to help her, working for the president of the United States.
To show how little we know of this guy. That is literally the most I've ever heard him speak.
Yeah. Well, we'll talk more about how they're grooming him because he's empty and they can put in whatever they want, just like they did with Biden. It's another Biden, I swear, except he's quicker on the draw, but he's another Biden. He's an empty shirt.
Well, no, he's Obama. He's a tabula rasa.
Yeah.
No one knows him, and they bring him out and say they can make him into anything they want.
He talks good. Yeah, stuff like that. Here's some of the reaction. Jon Ossoff is a cringeworthy feminine theater kid cosplaying as Barack Obama. As a college student, Ossoff was a member of the Georgetown University singing group and dressed up as Han Solo for Star Wars parody. Nobody gives a blank about what this lightweight loser says. John blank off and derided the senator as the biggest blank loser in politics. Instead of denigrating and hardworking people serving their country, John should look deep into his soul and ask himself why he's such a miserable person who hates his country, because he's a radical extremist Democrat. Well, the president's likened Ossoff to Pee Wee Herman. And now, later on this, after this happened and he got known for it, hate monger Jen Psaki, formerly the top aide to Biden's team, lying to the public for 4 years, was asked Senator Pansy Pancake Boy about whether he meant it and should have said it and what he was talking about when he made that crack. Number two, Flounder.
The reason I asked about Natalie Harp is because it's kind of raised this question out there, more questions about her. He is surrounded by sycophants, no question. I just talked about that. But you specifically mentioned her, and I just wonder why.
Well, I've heard this particular aide referred to as his security blanket. And I think we could say that about any number of the senior aides in the White House. They're not telling him what he needs to hear. They're telling him what he wants to hear. And the nation is at war. And we cannot afford that. We need a team in the White House. We need folks at the State Department, at the Defense Department, in the United States Congress.
That's fine. He goes on for a while. Here's the point. He made a crack. He was making an accusation that Donald Trump was having an affair with a woman named Natalie Harp, and he was making a crack that Donald Trump is sneaking off on his wife as president of the United States and is having an affair with this woman, and that's why he wants to hang around with her. And when she said, "Why did you say that about him?" He said, "Well, all of his top aides, cover for him." That's after you dirty, stinking, commie little rat, pansy coward. I mean, and again, I saw last night, they kind of featured this, Johnny Ossoff last night on Fox, and they showed how he has a whole team of people. We already talked before, a couple of weeks ago, about his makeup bill. He spent $900 in about 10 days on makeup. They have his own team shooting his commercials, showing the exact perfect camera angle. They make sure that he looks just right. They're filling in with, you only have one life to give for your country. Ask not what your country can do for you. I mean, it's unfreaking believable. unbelievable. They're all piling into him. And because he's a snotty, swarmy little coward.
Theater kid.
Little pussy pansy boy. And they asked him directly, even Jen Psaki asked him to say, what did you mean by that? And he couldn't give her a straight answer because he's such a freaking coward.
Do you think Jim Psaki was angry that he singled out a woman like that? Or?
She doesn't care about anything but killing.
Why was she asked that question? That's weird for her.
I don't. I think she gave him an opportunity just to,
She didn't. Well, her producer did.
Well, not only that. I think there was reaction, and she was giving him an opportunity to counter it. I think she was trying to help him, give him a chance to say, well, they're all full of beans, and then he gave his bullcrap answer. Yeah. His answer was, well, we need a team in the White House. That's not what you said. You said Donald Trump is having sex with that girl.
Basically, yeah.
That's what you claimed. That's what you accused Donald Trump and that woman of doing, is having an affair on Air Force One. You slimy little rat. I mean, seriously, you slimy, pukey, disgusting little punk. What a freaking disgrace. He's a United States Senator. Known for his famous... Oh, wait, what is he known for? Oh, he went to the post office once. I remember. You slimy little scumbag. Honestly, you can't say enough bad things about this little pimp.
Who is he? Where did he come from?
He's a Hollywood, turn cat. I mean, his
money comes from Hollywood.
Yeah, his Hollywood trust fund baby. He used to. His background was he worked for Hank Johnson, the dumbest member of Congress, doing speech on tipping over Guam, and then he did documentaries. He was a film editor for documentaries. That's his past.
If you Republicans can't beat this loser, this nothing, this empty suit,
he's a slimy little scuzzbag. He's a hairball. He's vicious, attacking the president, trying to impugn something, and then denying he really had anything to say about it. You slimy little worm. I mean, the people like this, just a slimy little scumbag.
Politician. He's a politician.
And I know I've been saying this for like 4 minutes now, and I can't. I mean, honestly, this is despicable. Despicable. You little punk. You slimy little pancake pussy pants. I mean, it's
like the fifth time you've called him that. All right. We got it. We
have it now?
Yeah, I think we got it.
I want to make sure, because if we didn't,
you're despicable.
All right, I got to go. I got to go.
How do you really feel about it?
Fighting the communists with truth every day on the only conservative news and talk station in Atlanta. Extra 106.3 FM and the Extra app.
Hey, I'm Tom.
And I'm Jerry.
And we are
Tom and Jerry's Roofing.
Yes, that's our real names.
And together, we have 70 years in the roofing industry. But taking care of you and your home is our priority and our passion.
But our other passion is taking care of veterans. And that's why every roof we do gives back to the vets.
That's right, Tom. First, we take care of your roof, and then we take care of the brave men and women who protect us.
So if you have roofing issues, from repairs to replacement, call Tom and Jerry's Roofing and help us give back to America's heroes.
Find us at tomandjerrysroofing.com.
That's tomandjerrysroofing.com.
I'm so sick of all these cheesy lawyer billboards. You might be too. If you're injured in a car crash, you don't hire a lawyer because they're sweet or strong or the biggest. You hire a lawyer who is recognized by their peers as one of the top lawyers in the state. You hire a lawyer who's going to listen to you, fight for you, and has the case results to prove it. That lawyer is me, Bruce Hagan, the people's lawyer. I've been proudly selected by my fellow lawyers as one of the top 100 lawyers in the state, and for 21 consecutive years as Georgia's super lawyer. Hagan-law.com, Hagan-law.com.
Moments last forever. Since 1982, Solomon Brothers has been Atlanta's trusted destination for engagement rings, wedding bands, and fine jewelry. With the largest selection, a price match guarantee, and one of the strongest trade-up policies available, we make buying jewelry feel personal, not pressured. Because for over 44 years, we have helped Atlanta choose jewelry that marks life's most important chapters. Solomon Brothers, helping Atlanta say I do since 1982. Book your private shopping experience online.
Hey folks, big news. The Echo one-day sale is heading to Howard Brothers next month. Wednesday, September 16th. Visit your local Howard Brothers for fantastic deals on Echo power equipment. That means Echo chainsaws, blowers, trimmers, and more. Whether you're a pro on the job or a weekend warrior, Echo Tools will help you get that project done right. Mark your calendar, grab your crew, and head to one of the 7 Howard Brothers locations on September 17th for the Echo one-day sale. 1 day of big savings you don't want to miss.
Hey, this is John Flading. I'm the president and owner of ATL Turf Co. We are a family-owned, operated, independent local company. We have over 15 years of artificial grass design, installation, and sales experience. From premium artificial lawns and backyards, custom putting greens, sports fields, hardscape, drainage, we do both residential and commercial. If you can dream it, we can build it. Just go to atlturfco.com to schedule an appointment.
We all have those house projects that we've been avoiding. The cleaning out of gutters is usually last on the list. But when a heavy rain sends water spilling over and soaks the ground around your foundation, you're going to wish you tackled it sooner. Don't wait for something like clogged gutters to turn into bigger, more costly home repairs. Listen, you don't want to get up on the ladder. I don't want to get up on the ladder. Let the pros at Leaf Filter handle the gutters for you. With Leaf Filter, you get free gutter inspection and no obligation estimate. Their experts can inspect, clean out, and replace your gutters before installing Leaf Filter. Plus, every system comes with a lifetime warranty and a no-clog guarantee. Help protect your home today with Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system. Right now, you get up to $500 off with $0 down during their extended Labor Day sale at leaffilter.com/Glenn That's up to $500 off with $0 down at leaffilter.com/Glenn That's leaffilter.com/Glenn Restrictions do apply. See rep for warranty and promotion details.
Oomba, oomba, oomba. Bon Jovi. 1986 released their third studio album, Slippery When Wet. #1 in America. Sold 28 million copies around the world. Bon Jovi's Slippery When Wet featured 2 chart toppers. You Give Love a Bad Name and Living on a Prayer. Bon Jovi, 1986. Huge. Don't boom ba boom ba. I wonder what they're saying in the background there. Oomba oomba. I've actually in the past years ago and during the old rock and roll, doo-wop, doo-wop, actually look up what the chorus was saying in the background of various rock and roll songs back in the day. It was rather bizarre. Shoo-bop, shoo-bop.
Had a lot of time on your hands, did you?
Had a lot of time, my friend. Kimber, Pete, and Flounder, how's it going? Look out, here we go. Birthday. The very attractive and a freaky kind of way to me, Madeline Stowe.
Yeah, she's good looking.
Madeline Stowe is very hot, but kind of dangerous looking. To me, she looked, again, like that Morticia kind of look about her, where she had that black eyes and that black hair, and she seems kind of serious.
And Last of the Mohicans?
Well, Last of the Mohicans, she was Victoria Grayson on Revenge, the General's daughter, which I just DVR'd. I got that on I could watch it on my TV thing. General's daughter, Last of the Mohicans, Stakeout, 12 Monkeys, China Moon, Blink. Madeline Stowe, 68 years old.
I forgot about Stakeout.
Yeah. That was one of her early ones.
Richard Dreyfuss?
Yeah, I think so. And
that was a good movie.
And who the hell was in there? I can't remember now. Yeah, that was way back, though. That was a long time ago. Madeline Stowe, 68, by the way. And on this day in history, a little showbiz note of interest, perhaps. In 1956, on this day, horror movie icon Bela Lugosi, like being the last living cell in a dead body. Bela Lugosi, who died Bela Lugosi died 2 days earlier than this day in 1956, and it was on this day they buried him in Holy Cross Cemetery in Culver City, California. They buried him wearing his Dracula costume, complete with cape, just in case, ladies and gentlemen, just in case.
Emilio Estevez.
Yeah, that's who it was. And I remember that, and he's the undercover cop?
They both were.
Both were. Yeah. Yeah, that was, what, 82 or 4 or something. That had to be way
87.
back. 87. Wow. Anyway. Kimber, Pete, and Flounder. You know what? I was going to do this first. Let's do this. We have a weird, I forgot to ask how long our Flounders Funny is there.
It is, I believe it's a minute.
We'll just do this live here on the air while I'm planning.
Behind the scenes.
A minute?
1 minute.
Okay. All right. Well, in fact, then I will save this. I'll say we have a question. Pete found this story, and in fact, we'll pose it now, and maybe after the 4 o'clock news. American Airlines was on a flight Miami to New York. Guys on the plane exchanging messages with a colleague about a business deal on his laptop when another passenger sitting nearby caught sight of the conversation on the screen. The guy was typing words that said, quote, "I'll take care of that blank once and for all." The blank word was a four-letter word beginning with K, a derogatory slur for a Jewish person. Take care of that blank once and for all. Well, the passenger who saw the writing spotted it and posted it online and notified the crew of the American Airlines flight. And they were alerted what had been written. The report was also filed with the FAA. Now, we don't know exactly what the guy meant by the phrase "take care of," who he was talking about, whether it was just playing around and just being offensive in a private message. There's no suggestion the passenger making the threat against anyone on the plane or anybody on the staff or anything else, but it just sparked a debate online about a couple things, including, one, whether a fellow passenger should have been reading, photographing, or publicizing anybody else's private message in the first place. Be appalled by the alleged nothing. It was an anti-Semitic slur, and arguing whether the message visible to strangers in the confines of an airplane cabin could hardly be considered completely private. So, I mean, is it a private message if your laptop's on your lap and you can see it? Anybody sitting next to you can see it.
That's not good.
And on the other hand, what is your role, if anything, reacting to somebody's private messages, whether you can see it or not? And then exposing it. I mean, now if he had said, "I'm going to kill the president tonight," then that's one thing. But a private message of even, "I'm going to take care of that blank." I mean, what is that? That could be a threat of death. I mean, who knows? What if that was a signal to say, "I'm on the plane now, so you go ahead and kill the guy because I've got a great excuse and I got a great alibi." Anyway,
I'm watching too many cop shows.
We'll say, anyway, hold on. We'll talk about it after the news. I mean, this really, privacy and free speech. All right, Flounders Funny. Right,
one afternoon, minding my own business. Now, my wife comes up behind me. She starts rubbing me like that. She's got her arms around me like that. She's nibbling on my ear. And, of course, I'm thinking, is it February 29th?
Anniversary.
Special day.
It was a nice moment between a man and wife. We were married 20-plus years at that point, and it was a nice moment. In like a few minutes, just really nice and tender. And then at one point, she kisses the top of my head, and she hugs me. She said, "I love you, Jeffrey." I said, "I love you too, baby." And she walks away. And I'm basking in the warmth of this. I mean, 10, 15, at times I would yell. She was in the kitchen. "Baby, that was nice. Thank you." And at one point, my son comes walking through. "Hey, Dad, who drew that big smiley face on your bald spot?" What I thought was fingernails was a Sharpie. She was back there scratching artwork on my dome. So don't you feel sorry for her. She's sick and she's twisted.
Jeff Allen right there.
Sick and she's twisted. Well, that's pretty amusing. Anyway, Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder. Our number is 404-741-1230, 741-1230. And we got more Flounders Funnies, and we got stuff. Talk about that business of privacy and airplanes. And also, Nancy Mace is reacting to the tats that has gotten so much social media replay. Coming up, Kevin Payton Flounder. Look out. Tuesday, 106.3. Look out.
WFOM and W292 EV.
Assassination plotter sentenced. On Jack Callahan, Fox News. Riley Jane English, previously known as Michael Ryan English, sentenced to more than 6 years in federal prison for plotting to kill Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent.
According to court documents, on the afternoon of January 27th, 2025, a week after the inauguration, English approached the U.S. Capitol police officer near the south door of the Capitol building and stated, "I'd like to turn myself in." English admitted to possessing a knife and 2 Molotov cocktails. In the sentencing, the judge said the trans woman had many physical and mental health issues which were exacerbated by drug usage. The judge reduced the sentence to 73 months from a possible max sentence of 121 months.
Fox's Lucas Tomlinson reports English will be credited with the more than 20 months spent behind bars since being arrested. Lindsay Clancy's ex-mother-in-law testified in her defense at her murder trial in Massachusetts today. Susan Clancy said her then daughter-in-law was struggling mentally before killing her 3 young children.
Mostly she had insomnia. She was losing her appetite.
She was very anxious and sad. She was begging for help.
Lindsay Clancy tried to take her own life after the killing. She's now paralyzed and confined to a wheelchair. The prosecution has argued she knew what she was doing was wrong. Opening statements completed. Testimony has now begun in the Meta trial. A deputy attorney general telling the jury that Meta deliberately designed features into Facebook and Instagram to hook young users. Several states are suing for billions. Meta says the allegations are baseless. Liberia has agreed to accept 1,200 third-country deportees from the United States in one of the larger arrangements under the Trump administration's policy to deter illegal migration. The first batch of 20 deportees expected the day after tomorrow. Wall Street at the close, the Dow down 116 points, NASDAQ dropping 355, the S&P 500 off 53. America is listening to Fox News.
Identity theft can cost more than you think. Drained investment accounts, stolen tax returns, lost wages, expenses for lawyers. It's a lot. That's why LifeLock is backed by the $1 Million Protection Package, which covers up to $1 million for stolen funds, fees, and experts and lawyers, and out-of-pocket expenses. Don't face the burden of identity theft alone. Protect your future and finances with LifeLock. Join now. Save up to 30% off your first year with promo code BECK at LifeLock.com. 1-800-LifeLock, promo code BECK, LifeLock.com. Terms to apply.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/term. That's ethos.com/term. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
It was her black boyfriend who did it.
Oh, God. These freaking Democrats remind me to talk about the red pickup truck. Good God. All right, hold on now. First, a little love song with George Michael. A little Careless Whisper. Yeah, that's right, baby. 1984. George Michael, #1 in Britain with his first solo single, Careless Whisper. It made George Michael the first person to reach #1 as a solo artist and a member of a band in the same year. It gave Epic Records Britain their first British million seller. The song was #1 in 25 countries, sold millions worldwide. #1 as a single and also a member of a band, George Michael. I remember this. It was a big song. I would listen to this on the radio. You would? Well, kind of a girly thing. You know.
What kind of pants would you be wearing?
Well, I was sad. I had my heart broken a couple of times back in the 70s.
Why would you listen to songs like that if you were sad?
Because I'm an idiot. Because I'm a freaking idiot. How about that? I look back now and I say, anyway.
You're a self-flagellator.
I'm a flagellating selfer. that's exactly what I am.
Got your hair shirt on. You'd have been great in the Middle Ages.
Oh, I've been wonderful. Where's my lance? Oh, God. Kevin, Pete, and Flounder. Oh, God. Here we go. Zoink. Let's see. Birthday. I thought I had one here, and now I don't even want to do. I'll do this one. Let's see. How about Christian Slater's birthday? Christian Slater's 57. He was Edward Alderson on Mr. Robot. Christian Slater was in, I think his first movie was Heathers. Back that kind of that young girl growing up kind of movie thing back many years ago.
She killed her friends or whatever?
Yeah, I've forgotten. Anyway, 57 years. He was Christian Slater in Heathers, Robin Hood, Legend of Billie Jean, and TV shows West Wing and Dexter. And I remember his roles in both of those. Also, I did not know this until I looked it up this morning. At the age of 7, Christian Slater got his first acting job in the soap opera Edge of Night.
My mom used to watch Edge of Night.
I remember Edge of Night.
Oh, yeah. I remember that. You come home from school, and there it'd be.
And there it is. Christian Slater, Edge of Night at the age of 7.
Edge of Night. There was a character called Mike on there. He was a lawyer or something. Yeah.
Edge of Night, my God.
Christian Slater was also an evil milkman in the Jerry Seinfeld Pop-Tart movie.
Oh, I didn't see. Is that right? Evil milkman?
Yeah.
Do they still have milkmen? Does any dairy deliver milk to back porches anymore?
I'm sure there are some. Yeah, not Mathis Dairy. That was the best ever in Decatur.
We had that little aluminum square box, and the guy would show up in the back porch, and he knew our dog, Heidi, the German Shepherd, Rin Tin Tin's great-granddaughter, give her a biscuit, and she'd let him in the backyard, and he'd put the milk, take the old milk bottles, and put the... And again, we also, occasionally, we would get the pasteurized instead of the homogenized because it had the cream on the top.
Yeah,
and you had to shake it up. Well, we didn't like it.
We got the chocolate milk was the best chocolate milk ever.
And it was a local dairy. In fact, I worked for that dairy, driving their milk trucks, their delivery trucks, to the summer camps in the Berkshire Mountains the summer before I joined the Marines, 1966. And for that summer, before I went to Paris Island in September, I drove a milk truck for that dairy that used to deliver our milk to us. I drove a big tanker truck, and I would deliver these big 10-gallon, huge tumblers filled with fresh milk and ice cream for the summer camps. And that was my job, to load that thing up at 4:30 in the morning, and then I'd drive around to the camp so I'd be done by 10 o'clock in the morning.
I still have some of the milk jugs, Mathis Dairy milk jugs.
Cool. Let's see. Well, it's enough of a history thing there for the thing. Anyway, Kimber, Pete, and Flounder, how's it going? 404-741-1230, 741-1230.
Do the pickup truck.
Oh, this is incredible. As you know, that Al Sayed, I think he's a terrorist. I think he's an undercover terrorist. I think he's one of the sleeper cell guys. I really do. I believe
part
this
of the
guy
invasion.
He's part of the invasion. His sister is a terrorist. I mean, his sister is an absolute killer at heart. I guarantee it. Jew hating. They're both Jew haters, and there's no question about that. And just known. And anyway, this Al Sayed guy has seen the video of a commercial that Mike Rogers has put on. Mike Rogers is a Republican in Michigan, and he has video of him driving a red pickup truck, flying 2 American flags in the back of the red pickup truck, and driving along, and the flags are flying. It's a red pickup truck and 2 American flags. El Sayed and others, Ro Khanna and those other guys, El Sayed says he likens that to the days of when the Ku Klux Klan would be bravely racing the streets of America with their racist ways. The flying American flags in a pickup truck reminds him of the Ku Klux Klan.
Who cares? We know that's not true, so they can get their panties in a wad all they want.
Yeah.
The hell with them.
The fact that he's this terrorist El Sayed is linking the white Republican to the Ku Klux Klan by flying American flags is typical.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
They're
typical.
trying to, basically, why do these furry little foreigners come over here and immediately try and change and kill all of our culture, our heritage, and our tradition? We like to drive around in pickup trucks with the American flag flying in the back. If you don't like it, go blink yourself and go back to the crappy sand hole you drug your hairy ass out of.
And by the way, what is ever going to be wrong with flying American flag?
They hate it because they're not Americans.
Right. Yeah.
They're not Americans.
These are the people who want to destroy the Constitution one peg at a time.
Right.
Supreme Court, the United States Senate. Look at them.
They're communists.
Yeah. They're trying to literally take over our country. This is not a conspiracy theory anymore. This is real.
They want to. They say it. They want to fundamentally change the country.
And we talked about the survey yesterday. 60% of American Democrats believe in socialism. They think socialism is better than our free
let them live under that. We'll live under capitalism, and the hell with them.
Yeah. And by the way, speaking of frauds, how about old False Walls, huh? How about old Tampon Tim? How about the stolen valor liar about his when he said he had carried weapons in war? Just despicable. And now the state once again of Minnesota is showing how corrupt they are and how it's been going on for a very long time. There's a man named Salman Ahmed Elmi facing counts of aiding and abetting swindling and aiding and abetting false representation with an alleged my ass, as of a scam to bill Medicaid for over $1 million in fraudulent services, while members of his team from Somalia involved in the fraud scheme were tied to a sex trafficking ring involving local brothels in Minnesota.
God.
Massive fraud scheme unfolded across the state. They give this, and by the way, this guy Salman Ahmed Elmi was honored with the title Outstanding Refugee, and they gave him an entrepreneurship award. The fraud is so rampant in the demographic of these Somalians in Minnesota, they get rewarded instead of punished.
Yep.
When the system celebrates the looters, you have a cultural problem. Exactly. Minnesota officials have created this from the very beginning. You can't even make this up. Some of the critics have said, get these people out of my country. The same agency that awarded Elmi, the same agency that goes out and gives Medicaid payments, they reported Elmi part of a startup that receives financial backing from Shark Tank star Kevin O'Leary. So even got him involved in giving money, not obviously to his knowledge what they were doing with it, but that's the key. The local Somali community has been raking in, they say, as much in 2019, as much as $9 billion.
Huh.
And when the Somalians come there, they're taken care of by the local, and not NAE, what's the government, the not legal government, NGE, NCS, what do they call them? NGOs. And these NGOs get millions of dollars to take care of these Somalians, and then they turn around and give the graft back to the people in charge of giving them awards.
Yep.
And by the way, they've already, a lot of people mentioned this, they couldn't say anything. They were told not to say anything because they'd be called racist if they said anything against the Somalians.
Quit caring if they call you racist.
My
You know
God.
you're not, and you're not. Why would they put anybody from the most screwed up, corrupt place on planet
They're
Earth?
pirates.
Always has been, always will be. Yeah. Why would you let them come over to this country and give them a position of power in which they control our money?
Right. Remember, Somalia is not a country. Somalia is a series of cult gangs. It's desert pirates. They don't have a government. They don't have a Department of Education. They don't have Health and Human Services Department. I mean, it's not a government. It's a bunch of freaking cult tribal warriors.
That's
they're pirates.
The only positive thing you can say about them is they don't have a Department of Education.
But I mean, they don't even try. I mean, it's just they've
always been that way.
They're pirates.
They are the worst people in the world
ever, anywhere. Yeah.
They knew this in the British Empire used to talk about how it was the worst place on planet Earth, the Horn of Africa.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And by the way, I would love to find out how it started that somebody in Minnesota. Again, Somalia is desert people. These are desert people.
Hot desert.
Somebody in Minnesota, which has 4 days of summer. Minnesota. Somebody said, "Hey, I know. We get all these desert people over here, and we'll take care of them, and we'll get all this money, and then they'll give it back to us, and they'll make a living, and we'll get our money refunded, part of the bribes and corruption and so forth." Who do you suppose came up with the idea and pulled it off?
I know.
Who?
Stupid white people.
Well, there you are. But again, somebody had the brainstorm. Oh my God, let's get all these Somalians from the desert here in ice cold Minnesota. But we give them enough money, they'll go along with it, and they're going along with it.
I knew something was wrong. I flew up there for the Falcons-Vikings NFC Championship game. What was it, 99?
Yeah, this was January?
Early 2000. And I got a surly, stupid Somalian was the taxi driver.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, this place is
They own the
trouble.
joint. Yeah, that's right. They own the joint. They'll do whatever they want. They're taken care. They're covered. They're all covered. It's really astounding. All right, hold on. Kim repeating, Flounder. How you doing? Tuesday. I got to stop this screaming. We went to screaming in a minute. In about another minute. Well, not quite now. Not now.
It's time for the Bortz Report, exclusively on Atlanta's only conservative news and talk station, Extra 106.3.
Well, I understand they have primary elections in a couple of states today. Maybe it's a good time to remind you about how personally dangerous it might be for you to elect Democrats. You do know what an ICE detainer is. Immigration and Customs Enforcement learns that an illegal alien is being held for a local infraction in some city. ICE says, "We'd like to have him after you're finished with him." The city says, "No, we're a sanctuary city. No deal. We're not turning him over to you." So how has that worked out for New York? Since New York became a sanctuary state, they have released 6,947 criminal illegal aliens. Since January of this year, the crimes committed by these illegal aliens include 29 murders, 2,509 assaults, 199 burglaries, 392 dangerous drug offenses, 300 weapons offenses, 207 sexual predatory offenses. You want an example? Well, on April the 9th, a New York City, Queens, District Attorney Melinda Katz announced Roman Amatatila is being charged with arson and 8 counts of second-degree murder for setting a fire that killed 4 people in an apartment building, including a 3-year-old girl. And yes, Roman is an illegal alien. So this accused mass murderer is being held in New York by the Department of Corrections, and they refuse to give ICE any information about this prisoner. And they're flatly stating if Roman is ever released, the New York Department of Corrections will not notify the Department of Homeland Security so this man can be deported. Please note that all sanctuary jurisdictions in this country are controlled by Democrats. They just don't want Joe Biden's good work undone. Neil Bortz Extra, 106.3.
Hey, this is Lowe's with Terry from Alpharetta, who just purchased a new car with the Honest Car Guy, the new, fully transparent, honest way to buy your next vehicle. Terry, tell us about your experience.
I have a son serving in the military. He's active duty with limited time to look for a car. My son was looking for a used Hyundai Veloster, and I had heard about the Honest Car Guy on the radio, decided that might be a route to go, and we made a phone call over the weekend. He screen shared the information with us. We looked over the vehicle, and he took the reins from there, and they were able to walk us through the process of buying the car. We're very clear and transparent, and next thing we knew, we had a car in the driveway.
Friends, if you're in the market for a pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, get an honest car buy from the Honest Car Guy. You pay what we pay, plus an honest fee, and we back that up by giving you the bill of sale. That's our transparency guarantee. Call 844-SHOW-ME-1. That's 844-SHOW-ME-1. Or visit honestcarguy.com.
Yeah, medical records. Keeping stuff safe and sound, including appointments coming up in the future. You know, when the doctor says, I'll see you in 6 months, that's where Atlanta Safe House comes in. Keeping track and copies of your stuff so you can always find it. And again, down when I was retired in Florida and lost my medical records, and I didn't have my safe from Atlanta Safe House down there. And it cost me money. It cost me, well, anyway, whatever. I mean, just, you know, again, be better than the Kimmer. Keep your stuff safe, like your living will or any money maybe left in my account when I go, and, you know, insurance deals and the marriage and divorce papers and contracts and, of course, jewelry and guns, pistols and long guns and bows and arrows, and they can build you jewelry drawers. You know, plus, you know, their new location, Union Hill Road in Alpharetta, they have 500 of them right there. 500. Browning and Fort Knox more than anybody. My first gun safe was Browning. And they've got the insides they can design any way you want for, you know, nooks and crannies or special hidden drawers and jewelry things and cash stuff. I mean, seriously, taking care of business. And they protect your rights as well as they protect your stuff. AtlantaSafeHouse.com.
Still on the fence about a fence? Hi, this is Jared with Accent Fence. Protect your home, your family, and your pets with a brand new fence from Accent Fence. Whether you want the classic look of wood, the durability of aluminum or steel, or the affordability of chain link, Accent Fence builds it right the first time. And with no money down financing available, your dream fence is more affordable than ever. Read our 5-star customer reviews online and see why so many homeowners trust Accent Fence. For quality, craftsmanship, and dependable service, visit accentfence.net today for your free quote.
Of all the radio ads I've ever done, I only advertised one thing that I think saved my life. My CPAP machine, sleep apnea. And I found the best CPAP dealer out there ever, Roddy at CPAPs, etc. in Alpharetta. CPAPsETC.com. Everything you need, all the supplies, shipped anywhere at a price that often beats insurance. CPAPsETC.com. Go take a peek now.
All right. Oh, come on, you dirty stink. I hate this New York Post. Sorry. Hell. Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder, how's it going? Hold it. We're all good now. How about chic? This is not the same as less chic, right? This is chic. Oh, it is good times. There you go. Chic. 1979, American R&B band Chic went to #1 with Good Times, the first single from their third album, Risque, in 1979, written and produced by Bernard Edwards and Nile Rodgers. Good Times has become one of the most sampled songs in music history, most notably, of course, in hip-hop. Did they do the Les Chic? Is that their song also? Anybody know that? Flounder, do you know? Are they ones that did Les Chic?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Because it's funny, Les Chic and Chic are the same thing. All right. Anyway. Kevin, Pete, and Flounder, how you doing? 404-741-1230. 741-1230. What's the matter? You all right?
Got some kind of breaking news, sad news when you get a chance.
All right. Well, I'll get right to it in a second here, and I got an update for you, too. Look out. What do we got here?
Well, Pete, you might as well just get to it now.
So, Flounders, you're doing the old cut off the camera trick, I guess, for them. They don't want to hear about my birthday. Well, go ahead. You got the bad news theme. You want to tell them?
I mean,
Go ahead.
hits home. It's my favorite band.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Frank Beard, Texas-bred drummer for ZZ Top for 56 years, passed away yesterday. He was 77 years old.
Wow.
Let's see. He died in hospice care at his ranch in Richmond, Texas, with family members at his side. In early August, Beard dropped off ZZ Top's The Big One tour due to health issues. So they've canceled their shows today and tomorrow. They're going to start back again August 22nd in Austin, Texas, one of Frank's favorite places. Ironically, the only member of the hirsute blues rock trio that did not have facial hair, except for the mustache for along there. Didn't have the long beard.
Yeah.
And that leaves Billy Gibbons is the founder, is the only remaining member of the trio. Dusty Hill died back in 2021, the bassist. And they said back in a documentary a few years ago, Beard says they used to jam for 8 hours straight. And he goes, because I was jacked up on speed.
Wow.
He made Gibbons play until his tongue fell out. And they had LaGrange, Tush, Cheap Sunglasses, Tube Snake Boogie. They were huge on MTV.
Yeah.
With the movie, with the albums Eliminator and Afterburner. I mean, Sharp Dressed Man, Legs, Give Me All Your Lovin'. The Tejas tour was one of the biggest tours. They literally had longhorn steers and rattlesnakes live on their stage during the tour back in '76 when they went around the Tejas tour.
Cattle and snakes.
Longhorns and rattlesnakes and everything. ZZ Top inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame back in 2004. One of my top 5 bands of all time.
Really?
ZZ Top.
And I'm trying to, is it Leg? They did Legs, right? That's one of my favorite songs.
Saw him at the Fox.
Yeah.
Where they had the horns. They came back where they had the horns and behind them in the video.
Yeah, the sunglasses and the saxophones.
Oh, yeah. Some of the best concerts I ever went to was ZZ Top at the Omni and the Fox Theater. They were amazing.
All I know is this song, the Legs, was just a great beat. I mean, just she got leg. I mean, I loved that song. But for some reason, I really don't know what else they've done. I didn't really. I think I missed that generation.
The early stuff was mainly blues and blues rock, which is why I liked them. But then with the Eliminator, they became superstars.
Yeah. And again, for just tuned in, Frank Beard, 77.
77, ZZ Top's drummer.
Passed away yesterday, apparently, in hospice care. That's wow. It didn't say exactly what from or what. He
had abused his body a lot.
Yeah. Well, if you're doing speed and playing instruments for 8 hours until
he'd been clean and sober though for a long time.
Yeah. Still, it'll get you. Anyway, Kevin, Pete, and Flounder, how's it going? 404-741-1230. I got an update here, and again, the story it just still bothers me about Hayden Panettiere or Panettiere. I'm still not sure. I've heard it pronounced all kinds of different ways. Mm-hmm. Well, a couple of updates. Her mother, who has been estranged from her, Hayden Panettiere, died the other day just before her 37th birthday. It may have been an overdose of drugs. She also had a heart problem, and she'd been abusing alcohol for years. And I mean, she's had a rough go of it. Just the latest update just now is that her estranged mother is blasting her on-again, off-again boyfriend. Her name is Leslie Vogels. The mother said their family had been trying to distance themselves from Brian Henderson, who was with Panettiere in South Carolina when she died Sunday. This person in her life that we've been trying to get rid of for quite some time was with her at her death, and that was Brian Hickerson. She said her daughter fell victim to the pitfalls of Hollywood. Hayden was an amazing, talented person. I think young people grow up in the entertainment industry. It's a struggle, very challenging industry, and it's not unusual for them to sadly find the wrong path. Panettiere had not told her inner circle she was spending time with her boyfriend again, who had flown in the day before to see her from Los Angeles. If he was back in her life, it was something she was hiding. They were romantically linked in 2018, on and off a relationship. He beat her up a bunch of times. He was arrested for domestic violence in 2019, and now her mother's even talking about it. But there's even more about this story. And again, I told you the other day yesterday, when we found out she had died. We talked about it yesterday. And again, my take on this is no more child actors. It isn't worth it. It isn't worth the price. It's even whatever percentage. If it's 1% of child stars who ruin themselves in their lives because of all the things involved with being a child star, it's not worth it. You could use robots these days. A couple quick things. Her ex-fiance, Vladimir Klitschko, the famous boxer, they never got married, but he's the father of their 11-year-old daughter. And Klitschko, for the record, not only laments her death, obviously, but he says she built an incredible career, immense talent, the darker sides of a demanding industry. Nothing will erase the times we shared. And to our daughter, Kea, I will always speak of her mother with respect and make sure she remembers the person she was. That's his pledge, to do the best he can in memory of Hayden, who died. Now, Hayden Panettiere's second mom, Lindsay Lonberg, is also talking about her death, and the same theme that I have. The late actress dealing with her as a child star being offered pills. Called her second mom, known as Lindsay Lonberg, called her second mom. She said she began her acting career as an infant, tried to get past her struggles, but she was an actress on the set. They would give her pills, liquor, all kinds of stuff available to get anything you wanted, anytime you want. She said, this kid didn't have a chance. I don't think she would have gone down that road she went down if it hadn't been for Hollywood. It was impossible for her to keep up what she was doing as an actress and try to take care of her daughter, trying to overcome problems she had with drugs. Hayden Panettiere was betrayed by a friend when she was 18 years old, was taken aboard with his friend aboard a yacht, and was basically sex trafficked to a famous man, and it freaked her out forever. She tried to hide aboard the ship. Since she was a little kid.
Yeah.
And again, I say, I know this sounds ridiculous, but honestly, I don't think they should use child actors in roles that make them, major stars. Although, how are you supposed to? I think it's wrong. I think it's too dangerous.
It's a sick and wicked place. It really is.
Especially Hollywood.
Yeah. It's always been that way. Though you go back and read the stories of what was going on back on those yachts in the 1920s.
Yeah. The casting couch was even worse back then. The casting couch was famous for that. But again, I don't remember hearing. There were very few stories that we ever heard of about children being.
Fatty Arbuckle killed that young woman.
Yeah. But he wasn't 9 or 10. He was, people were freaky. But again, the child stars, very rarely do I ever remember hearing about. Going into the sewer of what they've done to him.
Corey Feldman and Heyman talking about how bad it is.
Yeah, it's just brutal. Honestly,
if you don't think she wasn't talented, go back and find the Malcolm in the Middle episode. At least one where she played their babysitter, and she was younger than the boys, but she was bossing them around. That girl could act.
Yeah. She definitely had talent. She was a singer. She had hit country songs.
Nashville.
And there's a movie, and she sang her own songs on that TV show.
Yeah.
A very, very talented girl. And again, I agree with that. With her second mom, she had no chance. She had no chance. They started trafficking her and giving her pills to pep her up when she was 14, 15, 13. You can't grow up that way.
Will you ever get the drugs and that bad stuff out of Hollywood? You probably never will. It comes hand in hand, I guess, with the long hours and the pressure and the talent.
Well, but again, you'd think that, stage moms used to be a force. And I don't know,
For bad.
Like Rosalind Russell's famous movies about that kind of thing years ago. I forgot which movie it was now, but there was a talk about her. I remember as a couple of things. And who's one with a wire hanger? Joan Crawford.
Faye Dunaway.
Beat her daughter a little, anyway. But those were not child actresses. It makes me sick. It's just sickening. It's such a shame. And now her 11-year-old daughter's living with Klitschko in Ukraine. Well, I hope they're happy. I bet he's got enough money so she doesn't have to worry about, eating.
Hope they're safe.
But I hope they're safe and sound. And for all I know, they're on a plane somewhere else. But anyway. All right, Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder, how's it going? 404-741-1230, 741-1230. And we got so much more coming up, including. Did you ever watch the end of Jesse Waters on Fox when he has Johnny on the beach doing MOSs? I tell you what, I watched a little last night and astounding. All right, coming up, Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder.
We got Mark on the horn when we come back.
Hey, Mark, you're on the radio. Hold on, stand by. You're next.
Hey Atlanta,
If you
it's
listen
Drake
to
Baldwin
Extra-
here. When I won Rookie of the Year, I thought of everyone who helped me along the way. My friends, my family, and hot showers. That's why when something goes wrong, I call Superior Plumbing. Still locally owned, Superior has been serving Atlanta for over 40 years as the go-to plumber for leak repairs, toilet replacement, and water heater installation. They don't call them the honest one for no reason. Superior's team is my MVP. Remember, there's no job too small.
Yes, it's true. People keep asking me, hey, Kimmer, what's the deal on you talking about your friend from Peach State Windows? And you keep talking about siding. I love siding. I love hardy plank siding. Demanded that on the house I built, the last one. My friend Jeff Shea, for years, Peach State Windows, built its reputation on windows. But I've known Jeff, work with him 25-something years ago, and he's been helping Georgia homeowners for decades, even more than that, longer than that. And their premium James Hardy fiber cement siding for decades and decades. They had windows, siding, doors. They do it all, and they do it right. And right now, how about this special? 1,000 square feet of premium James Hardy fiber cement siding for just $6,985. And here's the best part. That price includes removal of the old stuff, professional installation, and paint, a complete exterior transformation. And there's no juggling contractors, no subcontractor waiting for something or other, no surprising costs, all one big deal, one Georgia company homeowners have been trusting for decades, including me. See their work yourself. Look them up, peachstatewindows.com. Here's the number, 770-485-8011, peachstatewindows.com.
For the purpose of this commercial, we'll refer to erectile dysfunction as Ed. This is the story of Ed. No one likes Ed. Ed can be a real problem, a real downer. Ed can come between you and your partner. And if you let Ed go unchecked, Ed'll continue to destroy your hanky-panky plans. Ed has taken over your life. On date night, all you can think about is Ed. When you roll over in bed for the morning smooch, there's Ed. And when you're cooking a romantic dinner for your wife, there's Ed in an apron. So how do you get rid of Ed? Kick him to the curb with Total Body Therapy of Georgia. They're Ed experts. They understand what causes Ed to be Ed, and they know how to get Ed going in the right direction. He'll learn to stand on his own with proven all-natural therapies that don't require surgery or downtime. So if you've had enough of Ed, take matters into your own hands. Call Total Body Therapy of Georgia at 404-777-1911. Learn more online at tbtofga.com.
Toyota's national sales event is happening now through August 31st at Marietta Toyota. Commuting every day? Well, the 2026 Toyota Camry is now all hybrid with up to, get this, 53 miles per gallon city driving, an easy way to cut fuel stops without giving up comfort. And right now, Camry is the smart move for drivers who want Toyota reliability, everyday comfort, and better fuel efficiency for the road ahead. Every new Toyota includes our nationwide lifetime powertrain warranty, limited time, and unlimited mileage for as long as you own it. We'll vote Best of Cobb for 2026, Best New Car Dealership, Best Service Center. For well-qualified buyers, special financing is available on a new 2026 Camry Hybrid as low as 4.99% APR, 48 months, now through August 31st. Visit us on Cobb Parkway South, just north of Truist Stadium, Marietta Toyota. Since 1975, we've been here and we'll be here for you.
4.99% APR for 48 months with approved credit through SCTF. Not all buyers qualify. Offer ends 8/31/26. See dealer for details. All prices exclude tax, tag, and title, and include $699 doc fee and $257 electronic tag fee.
You know, identity theft can cost you more than you think. Drained investment accounts, stolen tax returns, lost wages, expenses for lawyers. I mean, it's a ton. It's why LifeLock is backed by the $1 Million Protection Package, which covers up to $3 million for the most comprehensive plan. If your money is stolen due to identity theft, they have your back. If you have personal expenses while resolving identity theft, like paying for travel or extra child care, LifeLock has your back. Need coverage for lost wages because work had to take a back seat through all of this? You guessed it, LifeLock has your back. Plus, there's coverage if you need to pay fees for lawyers and experts to resolve your case. Do not face the burden of identity theft alone. Protect your future and your finances with LifeLock like Tanya and I did years and years ago. We are happy we did. We still have LifeLock. I pay for it every month. Join today. 30% off your first year with the promo code BECK. 1-800-LifeLock. 1-800-LifeLock, or go to lifelock.com. Use the promo code BECK and save 30%. Terms to apply. 1-800-LifeLock. Promo code BECK. lifelock.com.
You know,
Welcome to the Kemmer Show halftime update. Let's check in with Pete on the scoreboard. Stories prepared versus stories actually covered.
Here trying to talk about news and find out what
12 times.
Yeah,
12 times. You woke everybody up.
Well, I
this
was
morning.
up early. I had to got up early.
And you have done half of them.
Oh my God. Well, that's unusual.
Yes.
Working steadily along here. That's
red letter day.
Half of the show, half of the stuff. There you go. Kevin, Pete, and Flounder, how's it going? Our phone calls take priority. Hold on, Mark, you're on the radio. Mark, how you doing? Happy Tuesday. What's up, sir?
Hello?
Hello, you're on the radio. Hey, Mark.
Hey, sorry.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, I was carrying on two conversations.
That's all right.
Mark up in Rome.
Yeah, man.
Two things. Last week was the anniversary of that huge fight of the Padres and Atlanta Braves.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think Pete mentioned that. Yeah.
Yeah, well, one of the best lines I ever heard, I thought ever, and I've never heard folks say much about it, was Skip Carey, and only the way he could say it was, he said, I hadn't seen anything like this since my second marriage.
See, I miss Skip Carey, and what a family, a whole tradition of the family, his sons. I mean, it'd be pretty cool. But Skip Carey, the bases are loaded, and so am I. It's just...
He didn't say that. Well, his grandson, Josh play-by-play for the
we worked with Josh.
Braves, now the Rome Emperors. So, second thing, I can speak on this because I married a college basketball player who played at a very high level and was a coach. With the WNBA, I'm not sure if it's racial or not. Of course, it's a mess. They need a new commissioner and all that. But I think girls and women in general just get a lot more jealous of each other than we do. So, and I think that's just part of it. And of course,
but why basketball? I mean, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but again, I never see anything like this in girls softball. I never see it in soccer. I never see it in girls lacrosse. I mean, any girls sports. I'm trying to think of anything any other sport where the competition is really mean and nasty, and it's. And I think there's a racial thing into it. I really do. But why basketball? I don't get it.
I don't know, and I like I say, I can't tell. I imagine probably a racial thing, but if they had a brain in their heads, they would be saying, you know what? Look at everything's happened since Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, it's great news.
Most people watch. And you were talking about when they played the Dream the other night. I record all their games and see it afterwards, and it was at State Farm Arena. Anytime the Indiana Fever plays somewhere, they'll move it. I mean, the crowd arena where they play seats 3,500. I don't know how much State's Farm, but when they sell all those extra tickets, half of them, at least, maybe more, are Indiana Fever fans. And I know that's got to tick the other team off, whether it be Atlanta or somewhere else. So
but still, that's good fan. I mean, if you're playing sports and you got a big crowd, you're happy about a big crowd. I mean, I think it's just great news. And these idiots that were running the WNBA are not taking advantage of what they should have done to turn this around to make it a great American experience. They should be flying flags and say, "Here we are together all at once for celebrating women in sports." I mean, what's the matter with these people? Freaking idiots.
I don't know. Well, they're women. If you figure that out,
chicks,
you
man.
Get with me, we'll both make a lot of money writing a book. Okay.
Yeah. Well, it's funny. In fact, last night on Laura's show on Fox, they had the two women from Georgia who were there with the T-shirts and made the news yesterday. We talked about, and they were on TV last night. And I thought, well, this is kind of cool. Our local Georgia girls, and now the WNBA has actually come out and said, "No, wait a minute." Them being told to cover up and being threatened to be kicked out, that never should have happened. The WNBA WNBA said it should not have happened. It was the security guard that made them do it, and the WNBA says this is not a thing. We had nothing to do with it. So at least good for them for that. But still, I mean, it's just a shame. It doesn't make any sense. And again, why basketball?
I know. I tell you.
Why?
Mm-hmm.
It's the same reason that you're having all these fights on the Carnival cruises. Well, there's a common denominator here. Let's just say it.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, y'all mentioned there was a big picture of Stacey Abrams.
Yeah.
Is there any other kind of picture of Stacey Abrams?
Mark, you the man.
Y'all have a good one.
Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah. Well, in fact,
all right, we got real cool. We got Rick the Painter.
Rick the Painter on the radio. Hey, Rick the Painter, how you doing, man?
Hey, Timmer. Hey, if I may, just a couple of things, please, real quick.
Yeah, please, sir. Yeah.
Yeah. Sports.
Yeah.
It's football season is starting now. Okay. And there's a lot of wives that don't even like football, can't take it. No, but they tell their husbands, just they can have this Sunday football. Don't mess up Valentine's Day and our anniversary.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this year the Super Bowl's on Valentine's Day.
Oh boy, Super Bowl on Valentine's. Oh boy,
it's late.
Yeah.
And if you got married on that day, it's a double whammy, Flounder.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's
Yikes!
Hey, just giving y'all plenty of time. It's good to just FYI. Hey, but Kimmer, I went to the store this morning. I had to go in the grocery store, and I had to go to the ATM. I went to the ATM. I walked up to the ATM, and there was a one-legged man standing at the ATM, and I was patient. His back turned to me, and I just stood there.
One-legged man.
Man, it took a long time.
Yeah.
After about 5 minutes, Cameron, I guess he didn't know I was there. After about 5 minutes, I said, "Hey, man, what are you doing?"
Yeah.
He said, "I'm checking my balance."
He's checking his balance. It's in hey to say ho ha. Rick the Painter, balance checker.
Sad news.
The ATM. Yeah.
My pet mouse Elvis died last night.
Pet mouse Elvis died. I didn't even know. Oh, wow, it's terrible. What? I mean, wow.
He was caught in a trap.
Caught in a trap. Oh, God. We're caught in a trap. That was a great song, by the way.
It's a good song. You're too much, baby.
Yeah. And by the way, we might as well do the story now about the common denominator of the WNBA. Violence in women's basketball, and Pete mentioned the same thing about a cruise ship. Here's the deal. Here's the story. Gannon J. Cox, 29, and his girlfriend Brooklyn were arrested over the weekend at Port Canaveral near Orlando International Airport after they were on a ship. They were on they were from Ohio, and what boat were they on?
Could have been
Port Canaveral, 40 mile in Orlando. The suspects were arguing loudly, and they were taking advantage of being drunk. And one of the victims next door to their cabin on the cruise ship, asked them to quiet down. So Gannon and his girlfriend went into the victim's room to confront him in their face, then crashed through the cabin door. The drunken passengers pushed their way into the victim's room, attacked the 2 adult victims and their 9-year-old child, hitting the adults and their 9-year-old. Mm-hmm. Jay Cox ends up hitting all 3 people, including the child. His girlfriend was swinging, hoping one of them would land on somebody. He got a pretty good cross injury to his eye, caused apparently by one of the victims or her.
I think she did.
She hit him by mistake because she was just flailing around trying to hit anybody. The guy was charged with burglary and battery, and his girlfriend was charged with burglary and battery and touch strike following the attack, whatever that means. The weekend cruise troubles had little to do with the summer heat. They say it was alcohol. The 4 ships at the Port Canaveral, Royal Caribbean, Disney's Disney Treasure, Carnival Cruise Line, and Carnival Freedom. And again, they were black.
Yeah.
And once again,
it's a culture
honestly,
thing.
It sounds like a cliche, and it sounds like some sort of racist accusation. I'm telling you, my friends, we get stories like this all the time, and it's black people fighting on cruise ships.
In public. Now, we just saw a film earlier in Wrigley Field in the bleachers. It looked like a bunch of goombas, white people slugging it out. So it's not just black people, but it seems to be a lot on these cruises.
Why the cruises?
In the WNBA.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, there's alcohol. There's
and somebody got disrespected, and so they had to,
the
fight.
guy's mugshot, he's got a bad black eye, and it'd be so funny if it was his girlfriend who landed one on
did it by mistake. She would just fly. She would hit anything she could find. chicks, man.
And we're not making this up. This is
it's true.
A cultural thing right now.
It happens a lot.
You see it in malls.
Yeah.
You see it in theaters.
Yeah.
You see it in restaurants and fast food joints.
Yeah.
What's going on?
I don't. If it's a continuing disrespect issue of some kind where things bubble up and then there's something the limit. I don't know. I don't
Mama
get
brought
it.
him up wrong.
I don't know. I don't understand. But there's something in parts of the black culture, and
we don't have to live like black people. Don't have to live like that. White people, you don't have to live with them. You don't have to live around them when they're doing that.
Yeah.
We shouldn't have to put up with this. And it should be the black community coming out. And there's a few who do.
Yeah.
You can see them on Fox every now and then saying we have got to straighten out our own party because no one's going to like us anymore.
I know. It's really bizarre. But I mean, again, it's such a cliche, and I feel guilty even, but it's real. I mean, it's a real thing. And I don't have an answer or an explanation. So I'm
well, like I said, we just saw a bunch of white guys going at it in the Wrigley Field bleacher, which is one of the funnest places on earth.
Yeah.
The
Wrigley
left field is the memories I have of being out in left field for a whole weekend series. It was hysterical.
Yeah, that's where I hit my home run, left field.
Oh, you were in the bleachers
Wrigley
when you hit
field.
your home run.
No, I was hitting batting practice for the guy working for the Cubs.
If you did.
And he said, "Hey, Peterson, get in there, see what you got." And I said, "Okay, wise guy." Yeah. I was wearing a tan summer suit. I was wearing what the hell's the name of that material? Flax.
Seersucker? I think this is the fourth time we've heard it this month.
I'm saying if you did hit it, it barely got in the basket.
It was an inch. I guarantee it was an inch. Yeah. It was not a booming thing over
the
onto.
The wind was blowing out.
It wasn't onto the highway or the street.
What the hell's that name?
Oh, God.
What's the name of that? Waveland.
Waveland
Avenue.
And the other one, Waveland and not Cicero.
I forget the other. I was drunk when I was here. I don't remember the name of it.
All right. Kemmer, Pete, and Flounder.
I was drinking the Murphys across the street in center field.
We'd meet,
we were up on the roof because Jack Kennedy.
Harry Carey every night after the game. Oh, yeah.
And we got there, got the tour at his house and everything, and all these mementos. And we didn't get over to the game till like the sixth inning because we were that into Budweiser at that point.
Well, and again, those the houses behind Wrigley Field would have parties and then didn't they block them off?
Oh, they put that huge scoreboard up in right field.
Scoreboard up, and those people were making a lot of money and having friends over to watch the game from their back decks. Not anymore.
Not in right field. No.
Yeah. Anyway, Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder, how's it going? 106.3. It's a beautiful, hot, steamy afternoon. Poor mousey. Look out. Love you too much, baby. It's a great drunk song. Sing along with Elvis. Yeah, that's right.
Some things don't go out.
To fall in love with Subaru from Subaru of Gwinnett. Now through August 31st, get award-winning vehicles and exceptional offers from a brand you trust during the Subaru A Lot to Love event. Explore the full lineup of hybrid, electric, gas, and wilderness vehicles, including the trusted 2026 Subaru Forester and the all-new 2026 Subaru Outback. Every Subaru is made with love and built to last, with dependability and value coming standard. It's no surprise why Consumer Reports named Subaru the best overall automotive brand for 2 years in a row, based on reliability, safety, owner satisfaction, and road test evaluation. At Subaru of Gwinnett, there's a lot to discover and a lot to love. Get special low rates on select vehicles from August 1st through August 31st on Satellite Boulevard in Duluth, or start your shopping online at SubaruofGwinnett.com. Consumer Reports does not endorse products or services. Visit Subaru.com/CR to learn more.
Your yard, it stresses you out. Between the watering, the seeding, the weeding, and mowing. And no matter what you do, you're never satisfied. Have you thought about artificial turf? It's low maintenance, it's pet friendly, and it looks amazing all year round. Those in the know use ATL Turf Go. ATL Turf Go is Atlanta's top choice for artificial grass installation. Let them build you a backyard of your dreams with a custom golf or putting green, outdoor kitchen or pool deck. They even specialize in custom concrete and stonework. They handle everything from design and grading to construction and drainage solutions. So whether it's residential lawns or recreational sports fields, ATL Turf Go can build you a stress-free space you'll love. So say goodbye to mowing, maintenance, and your wasted weekends. Learn more and schedule your free in-home consultation today. Call ATL Turf Go, 678-403-2339. That's 678-403-2339. Or visit atlturfco.com.
Hey, Atlanta, it's Mark from the Safe House, and now the thought of the day. There's only a few things that a safe from the Safe House can't protect you from. The biggest one is socialist Democrats trying to steal elections. Does that really happen? Yes, it does. So for real security, drop by the Safe House and let us show you how to protect your hard-earned valuables from theft and fire. We are the exclusive Browning and Fort Knox safe dealer in the area. That's right, we're the only ones. So don't go unprotected. Go to AtlantaSafeHouse.com. That's AtlantaSafeHouse.com.
Hi, I'm Tom Stratton from Tom and Jerry's Roofing, a 10-year veteran of the U.S. Army. When my best friend Jerry and I opened Tom and Jerry's Roofing, we wanted our company to be an outlet for good. So with every roof we do, a portion goes to various veteran services and charities. Tom and Jerry's Roofing is passionate about giving you the best service and quality work possible, and that work turning into service for our heroes. So if you need a new roof or a repair, call us. We're Tom and Jerry's Roofing, where every roof helps veterans. TomandJerry'sRoofing.com.
Calling all hunters, hikers, and anglers. Join the Braves for hunting and fishing night, Saturday, October 29th. Score a Chipper Jones Realtree APX Camo replica jersey giveaway. Plus, our partners at the Georgia Department of Natural Resources are bringing the outdoors to Truist Park with live reptiles, a massive aquarium display, inflatable archery, hunting license sales, and more fun for the whole family. Get your tickets now at Braves.com/hunting and fishing. Atlanta Braves Baseball. We are Braves country.
America! Shuck, yeah! Shuck and Shack Oyster Bar is celebrating the red, white, and blues all summer long with our America 250 summer menu. We're talking Cyclone char-grilled oysters, Route 66 smash burgers, crab meat boardwalk fries, and USA-inspired cocktails. Raise a glass and cheers to 250 years of the US of A at Shuck and Shack Oyster Bar. Locally owned in downtown Alpharetta and Cumming, across from the collection. Find your location and details at theshuckandshack.com.
And we'll be there. We'll be at the Shuck and Shack and Cumming a week from tomorrow.
Right.
Next week, Wednesday next week, a week from tomorrow, Shuck and Shack. Look out. Sounds like the police. Forget how long they've been around. 1977.
Yep.
The Police made their live debut as a three-piece band when they played at Rebecca's Birmingham, England. The Police became globally popular in the late 70s, and it says here are generally regarded as one of the first new wave groups to achieve mainstream success, playing a style of rock that was influenced by punk, reggae, and jazz. Well, that's you could say about anything almost. Anyway, I don't know. Police. I remember what's the one? It's that girl's name, Roxanne. Roxanne. And what's the other one? Wrap Around My Finger. Isn't that theirs?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that song too. Anyway, Kimber, Pete, and Flau. Oh, by the way, you mentioned Frank Beard died. ZZ Top, the only guy without the full mustache beard type thing. How they go? If they're two of the three are dead, did they have guys they've known or been part of the band, or who, they got to go find somebody now? I mean,
the bassist that replaced Dusty Hill looks like Dusty had been the guy who handled their guitars and jammed with them. Was he part of the group? So he stepped right in. He was. In fact, Dusty said, "That's the guy I want to replace me if I go." And he died. Yeah. He died of a heart attack, I think, in his sleep. He was a shock.
Well, obviously he could play and sing. I assume that he had.
And this guy that's going to replace Frank, he's also been a drummer with them off and on when Frank was sick last time. So they got guys who can step in.
Yeah.
But it's just Billy Gibbons now. It's a shame.
But now, people, I assume, will still go see ZZ Top.
Oh, hell yeah, because Billy is just his guitar work alone is worth going.
Yeah. And you say they're going to just say Phoenix or San Antonio or someplace? Austin, somewhere in Texas. I think you mentioned. Anyway, okay. A birthday list includes. Let's see. How about Dennis Leary? Dennis Leary is 69 years old. It says here, bitter comic, and I remember he was a bitter comic. He played washed-up rock star Johnny Rock on the FX series Sex, Drugs, and Rock and Roll, creator and star of Rescue Me. Your kids may know him as Gwen Stacy's dad in The Amazing Spider-Man and Diego, the saber-toothed tiger in Ice Age movies. He got to start doing comedy bits on MTV, and I remember one of them.
Here's
we tried to be nice to you non-smokers, but you just
badger us. You won't leave us alone. You got all your little speeches you're always giving to it, your little facts that you dig out of a newspaper or a pamphlet, and you store that little nugget in your little head, and you see us light up and you spew them out at us, don't you? I love these little facts. Well, smoking takes 10 years off your life. Well, it's the 10 worst years, isn't it, folks? It's the ones at the end. It's the wheelchair, adult diaper, kidney dialysis years. Who can have those years? We don't want them, all right?
I mean, he was an angry comic, but I used to laugh at his stuff, And then he became a big TV producer and star. And I mean, what a career.
Good actor.
Yeah, very good actor. Yeah, anyway, pretty cool. Let's see. On this day in history, and
he was in Trade Day. What was with
Training Day with Denzel?
No, with who was in Yellowstone? Jesus, I'm pulling
Kevin Costner.
Here. Kevin Costner. He was a sports agent.
Oh no!
Drafting day.
Draft
day.
Draft. Oh no! Draft. He was the coach.
Yeah, he was the
football coach, and
Jesus.
he quit.
Had to go around 285 to get there.
And by the way, that was a good movie. What, you didn't like it?
Never saw it.
Oh my God!
It's on my list, but every time I go to watch it, something comes up.
It's not called training. What's it called?
It's draft day.
Draft day. Or draft.
I don't know. Something like that.
Draft something.
Draft day.
Draft day.
Kevin Costner.
And Jennifer Gardner.
And Jennifer Gardner was his girlfriend, and she wanted to go public. And Dennis Leary was the football coach. Well, I'll tell you. You should see it. You really should see it.
I'll watch it before.
Dennis Leary was a football coach, and he was upset with Kevin Costner, who played a great role of the son taking over from his father as the head of the franchise and the football coach. And it's really well done story. I mean, really well done. You'd like it. And
It's
Dennis
total
Leary,
fiction because it's the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, I know, Cleveland Browns, but still. But you'd like it. And again, Dennis Leary, I didn't, he didn't seem really like a football coach to me, but he played a good role. But I didn't really buy him as the football coach. He didn't seem to be old enough or tough enough or I don't know, something about it. But I liked him, and it's a good movie. Draft Day.
Well, he was in his 40s probably at the time.
Yeah. Or he just didn't look like a head football coach of a guy trying to go to the Super Bowl. So anyway, there we go. Kim Repeat and Flounder, 404-741-1230. Now, was that our Flounders Funny?
No.
Okay, good. Because I asked Flounder if he could find some Dennis Leary. I didn't know I was going to do the birthday then, so I'm glad. Thank you. I didn't know you popped it in. It was pretty cool.
That's what she said.
Boy, there you go. That was pretty cool. Start without me, honey. Mercy. Let's see. Nancy Mace is in the news. She revealed after she lost her re-election bid, basically. And Nancy Mace, is a Republican firebrand from South Carolina, is now doing a podcast. She has a YouTube show, and she took social media by storm because Nancy Mace, at 48 years old, showed her arms, and she's all inked up. The utter apocalypse over my biceps is pretty funny, she says. People are going crazy. Thoughts and prayers to all those affected by my sleeves. She has the opening line of Virginia Woolf's famous novel, Mrs. Dalloway, tattooed on her left bicep. Made the mistake of opening my social media this afternoon. Some of y'all are out of control. My bicep should not be a news story. Anyway, she showed her tats on YouTube. Get Maced is her new show. And she says, I got these because it's the pain I needed to feel as a way to reclaim my identity and my body. The story is, I am totally broken. Unquote, Nancy Mace. Former rape victim.
Go away.
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie.
One more Flounders Funny, real tough. Here you go, little Flounders.
Here we go.
All right.
Buffet is my favorite food.
Buffet, he said.
Buffet. I don't even care what they're serving. I just love the format. You know? Just get it yourself. Here's a plate. It's over there. No waiters to get in your way. Imagine if they put waiters in buffet restaurants. What can I start you with? Let's see. I'm going to get a plate of chicken chow mein. Can you cover that in cocktail shrimp and bacon bits? And then put a scoop of Caesar salad on top. And put crab's legs on top of that. And gently rest a bowl of Jell-O pudding on top of the whole thing. I'm going to take a bite of that, and then I want you to take it away immediately. I get another plate right afterwards.
Shane Patterson, that guy's really funny.
Oh, man. I've making a bit about the cafeteria, my God.
I love buffets.
I want to go now. I want to go. They used to have that meat place. All the meat you wanted in Buckhead. Kind of not Australian, but Argentina
Fogo
beef.
de Chow or something.
Yeah.
That wasn't a buffet, though.
No. But it's all the meat you can eat for $100 or whatever. Anyway, all right, almost 5 o'clock. My God, look out. There we go.
The Morning Extra. Glenn Beck, Clay and Buck, and The Kimmer Show on WFOM and W292EV Marietta, a Dickey Broadcasting Station. Extra 1063.
Testimony begins in the Meta trial. I'm Jack Callahan, Fox News. The social media giant accused by a coalition of 29 states of engineering its platforms to make them addictive to young users.
First up on the witness stand is Arturo Behar. He is the former Facebook engineer turned whistleblower who claims he tried to warn Meta executives about the dangers to children and no one listened.
Fox's Claudia Cowan.
Outside court this morning, a group of advocates and parents unveiled a banner with the names of nearly 400 children they say died from social media related harm.
Meta denies the allegations and says it stands by what it calls its record of creating strong protection for teens. In Lindsay Clancy's murder trial in Massachusetts, her former mother-in-law telling the court today Clancy was struggling with mental health and begging for help prior to strangling her 3 young children. Despite an attack on a cargo ship earlier today and ballistic missiles reportedly fired at other vessels, President Trump insists the Strait of Hormuz is open for shipping and no talks are planned with Iran. Crude oil prices climbing to nearly $85 a barrel today. The average pump price still over $4 a gallon, but House Speaker Johnson says
we had to act. Iran was on the verge of having nuclear capability. The largest state sponsor of terrorism could not be allowed to do that.
The Justice Department is charging several Iranians with waging cyber attacks in the U.S.
The DOJ unsealed the indictment Tuesday against members of the Iranian Mabna Institute, which charged them with a systemic campaign of hacking into nearly 150 American universities, more than 40 private American companies, and at least 5 government agencies since 2013. The indictment states that the Iranians stole more than 31 terabytes of academic information, as well as email accounts from the private companies.
Fox's Kevin Uretsky. The third day straight of losses on Wall Street. The Dow closing 116 points lower. NASDAQ lost 355 points. America is listening to Fox News.
Identity theft can cost more than you think. Drained investment accounts, stolen tax returns, lost wages, expenses for lawyers. It's a lot. That's why LifeLock is backed by the $1 Million Protection Package, which covers up to $1 million for stolen funds, fees, and experts and lawyers, and out-of-pocket expenses. Don't face the burden of identity theft alone. Protect your future and finances with LifeLock. Join now. Save up to 30% off your first year with promo code BECK at LifeLock.com. 1-800-LifeLock, promo code BECK, LifeLock.com. Terms to apply.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/term. That's ethos.com/term. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Let's get it together, ladies. Left shoulder, right of leg, ready on your dog target. Road guards out. Look out. It's only me. It's only the Kipper with Pete Davis and Flounder and you on 106.3. How's it going? Hot and steamy one. Bring your pets inside a weather like this. 404-741-1230 is the number. 404-741-1230. We got Holy Crap at Sports coming up. Another Flounders Funny. And we're going to talk about little Johnny Ossoff, too. Again, a lot of slimy little stain on America, United States Senator, disgrace of Georgia, and trying to now just slanderous comments, a reaction from the White House. We'll get to all that stuff, too. And speaking of politics, another blue state mayor arrested, and an easy one to mock. First of all, I mentioned it before I forget. Last night, when I get home, I start making dinner, and I turn on that the Laura Ingraham, and she had on the two women from Georgia involved in the WNBA thing at the Atlanta basketball game over the weekend. And then I watched Jesse Waters, and at the end of Jesse Waters, or sometime toward the end of his show, he has his buddy Johnny, who goes out with a microphone and does man on the street interview, MOSs with people. It's Joe Baseball. He's right there in the window. He's right there in the window. There he goes. Used to be the Morning Virgin, by the way. Anyway, so Johnny will go take a microphone and go to places like a beach, and he goes on to one of the beaches nearby where they're in New York, or New Jersey, New York, whatever. And last night I watched. He does this all the time, and it never ceases to amaze me. Last night he interviewed people on the beach, and they're all 20-something, and they're all beautiful. Or most. I mean, they're in bikini. Women are in bikinis, and the guys are showing their muscles, and they're having fun on the beach. And he asks them questions such as, "Who is the Vice President of the United States? Can you name one member of the Supreme Court?" Silly questions. What is the First Amendment? And this pretty girl in a bikini saying, "God, am I supposed to know all this?" Ask a Second Amendment. Second Amendment. Is that the one that says you can go wherever you want?
They don't teach civics anymore.
I swear to God.
They don't want you to know your rights. They don't teach it.
Who's the Vice President of the United States? And it says, oh God, J. I don't know. J.D. McClure. J.D. McClure. I mean, it's unbelievable. I mean, it's frightening. These people are college kids.
Voting.
They're smart. Theoretically, they're not at all. They're not, certainly if they're smart, they're not educated. I mean, they sound like they can talk, but they get so embarrassed by realizing, oh my God, I wish I hadn't done this. I don't know the answer. They don't know anything. They don't know anything.
Well, Jay Leno used to do that in his show 30 years ago.
Yeah.
He'd walk the streets of Melrose up and down, and these people would know nothing.
It's brutal. I mean, it's really, it's scary.
It's Department of Education and the public schools. They suck.
We need to demand way, way more than we're doing. And here's what we get as a result, is the kind of politics people get elected. This just in from Fox News. A blue state mayor arrested, and it's arrested for fraud, and that's not the reason people are going particularly nuts. Lawrence, Massachusetts. Mayor Brian DePena, 61 years old, arrested after an investigation into his misuse of more than $1.5 million in disaster economic loans administered by the Small Business Administration under the CARES Act to help struggling businesses during COVID. He was arrested, and his lawyer said he doesn't speak English, no comment. God bless you to reporters. He doesn't speak English. The mayor of Lawrence, Massachusetts, does not speak English. Users wondering aloud, wouldn't he be able to answer questions in English? Oh, my God, lives at TikTok. How is this real? He doesn't speak English. No comment from the assistant of the mayor of American City. Our melting pot has completely melted. English fluency should be a basic prerequisite for holding public office. This is what happens when we not only import the third world, but elect the third world. What is an unassimilated foreigner a mayor in America for? Social media saw the car left in the parking lot crashing into another car trying to drive away when he was arrested. He was elected mayor of Lawrence in November 2021, run re-election in 2025, served on the city council, and previously acknowledged he was once an undocumented immigrant. He came to America without papers. He was looked up and trusted by his constituents, and corruption, lies. Another example of rooting out fraud by anybody, public officials or anybody else. He faces 30 years in prison. And again, Minnesota just had another bust. Salman Ahmed Elmi, a Somalian, swindling people, aiding and abetting false representation, $1 million in fraudulent services, Human Services Department's massive fraud scheme across the state. Well, and the same guy a couple of years ago was elected and honored as the outstanding refugee of Minnesota. and he's the head of a crime ring, including people using their information to be involved with sex trafficking. A ring involving brothels and stealing money meant to go to the poor. And again, because they're Somalians, nobody wants to say anything for fear of being called a racist. I mean, it's just absolutely astounding.
Importing the third world. Well, that was a great idea, wasn't it?
God, and again, I mean, somebody has to go back and realize what immigration is for. We all support immigration. Immigration's a great way, nobody has a problem with immigration. Come in, sign the book, and if you have something to offer, we can't just take all the scumbags around, Somalia.
Yeah, they're all scumbags.
Yeah. I mean, you should be able to offer something for the new country, including maybe being able to speak English.
Immigration is supposed to benefit our country, not the other countries around the world.
Yeah.
Because they're sending their worst.
I mean, it's just, and how are we going to get rid of the 15 or 20 million that Biden let in?
You won't.
And they're still missing 300,000 children who were trafficked in and all signed up to fake names. I mean, what that administration did to this country is...
there were no adults in charge. That's the sad thing. The adults went away. All the nerds who kept things running smoothly.
And they did it on purpose.
Everybody got cool. And coolness doesn't get things done.
They did it on purpose, and they did it because, they said, we're getting them. We'll show them. They made a scheme and a plan, and they pulled it off. It worked.
Because the media was there covering for them the whole time.
All those videos of those hundreds of thousands of people swarming the borders, and the media either didn't cover it or pretended to cover it or said, well, it's America welcoming the people to show the kind of, it's a bunch of crap.
And making us feel bad that we weren't letting millions more in.
Yeah. And if the media had done their job, this never would have. There's no way that America would have been able to think this was a good thing. How in the world could a family watching TV at dinner time would think that it was a good idea to have these swarms of people every day?
Every Democrat politician from Obama to Hillary to all of them just 20 years ago were saying we had to close the border.
Obama and Clinton, all of them were saying it's disgraceful. Hell, Obama got rid of, 12 million or something. Clinton got rid of 9 million.
Yep.
Turn him away. They never let him in the first place.
Right.
That counts as a rejection of a border entry. That's why they were turning away millions, because they turned them away.
And then somebody in the party figured out not a lot of people are looking at us good right now. So what we'll do is we'll import a replacement population.
I mean, and they got away with it. And if the Democrats, if they win the Senate and take care of the House, all those people are going to be made eligible to vote. They will all be either nationalized or they'll get immunity.
They'll open the border again.
Yeah, that's right.
There'll be more.
Yeah. Who's going to stop them? I mean, if they control, it's over. And they're all going to get health care. Oh, my God.
Yeah, above Americans who don't have health care.
Yeah. It's astounding. All right. And then, by the way, a pretty funny headline on the New York Post this morning. Have you heard the story about the 13 Penn State fraternity brothers and one of their fathers involved in a cocaine trafficking ring? And Penn State, of course, known for the Nittany Lions, which is an actual wildcat or a bobcat. And so Penn State, now the headline now in the New York Post said Nittany Lines. L-I-N-E-S, like cocaine lines. Nittany lines. 13 of them.
See what you did there.
Yeah. I mean, Delta Upsilon and Sigma Chi. Sigma Chi was like the famous fraternity, the sweetheart of Sigma Chi. And they're involved in drug trafficking for other students at Penn State.
I'm Delta House.
I was Phi Delta Theta. You're Delta Upsilon?
No, I was Animal House.
The Animal House, Delta House, yeah. 7 years of college down the drain. Kimmer Pete Flounder, holy crap, it's sports. Look out.
You can stream Atlanta's only conservative news and talk station while you work at extra1063.com. Get the latest from the Morning Extra, The Kimmer Show, and Neil Boortz, and stay connected at the office. That's extra1063.com.
At Jim Ellis Buick GMC, buying your next vehicle can be as simple, convenient, and personal as you want it to be. With the Jim Ellis Expressway, start or complete your entire purchase online, right from home.
Shop at your own pace, on your own time. You can handle things independently or work with a knowledgeable Jim Ellis Buick GMC sales professional who's ready to help when you need it.
Value your trade, explore payment options, complete your purchase online, and even have your new vehicle delivered to to your home.
Jim Ellis Buick GMC is a local family-owned dealership built on trust, transparency, and long-term relationships.
Unlike some national auto dealers, Jim Ellis Buick GMC takes care of you before the sale, during the purchase, and long after you drive home. Convenience makes buying easier. Trust makes owning easier.
2 convenient locations to serve you in Chamblee on Peachtree Boulevard inside the perimeter or off Highway 20 in Buford near the Mall of Georgia.
Jim Ellis Buick GMC, we are professional grade. Hey folks, big news. The Echo one-day sale is heading to Howard Brothers next month. Wednesday, September 16th. Visit your local Howard Brothers for fantastic deals on Echo power equipment. That means Echo chainsaws, blowers, trimmers, and more. Whether you're a pro on the job or a weekend warrior, Echo Tools will help you get that project done right. Mark your calendar, grab your crew, and head to one of the 7 Howard Brothers locations on September 17th for the Echo one-day sale. One day of big savings you don't want to miss.
We're smart, we care. We're Central Heating and Air.
With all the rain we've had lately, excess moisture can build up in your home, leaving it feeling sticky and muggy, even when your air conditioner's running. That's why Central Heating and Air Conditioning recommends whole house dehumidifiers. It works with your HVAC system to remove excess moisture throughout your home, helping improve comfort, reduce musty odors, and create a healthier indoor environment. And if it's time for a new system, now's a great time to upgrade. Qualified homeowners can receive up to $2,700 in carrier rebates and up to 60 months of 0% financing with approved credit. Since 1947, Georgia families have trusted Central Heating and Air Conditioning for dependable comfort. Call 770-GET-HEAT. That's 770-GET-HEAT. Or go to centralheat.com. Turn to your Atlanta carrier experts at Central Heating and Air Conditioning, delivering carrier comfort for the world we share.
We're smart, we care. We're Central Heating and Air.
Here's a tale of Becky. Didn't know what to do with new meds prescribed and no real cost clue.
She squinted at prices, that can't be right. Then tapped GoodRx and saw the light.
She could get a deal, book telehealth if she feels.
Learn about those meds without any stress. That one little app does all the rest. Even my horse downloaded it. Dang, save time and money on prescriptions.
Check GoodRx. GoodRx is not insurance.
Oh, look out. Was on this day, Woodstock ended peacefully in 1969. Jimi Hendrix, the last act, 8 o'clock in the morning. Most of it left. He performed Purple Haze, Foxy Lady, Voodoo Child, and the Star-Spangled Banner. Woodstock was over. And now, Holy Crap at Sports and Pete Davis.
That's right. It is Holy Crap at Sports. Available for sponsorship, by the way.
That's right. Don't forget that now because you better sign in now. They're lining up.
The Phillies swept the Twins in Minnesota. The Braves lose game 1 of their 3-game series in Minnesota 4-2 last night. I don't like how that trend is going. The game was over after the first inning as the Twinkie scored 4 times in the bottom of that frame against Martin Perez, and that's right. And that's all the runs they need. Martin falls to 8-7 after throwing 5 innings, gave up 9 hits and 4 runs. He's been pitching so well lately. Medeiros, Kinley, and the newcomer Ray Kerr held Minnesota scoreless the rest of the way. A bittersweet appearance for Tyler Kinley, who was DFA'd to make room for A.J. Smith-Shawver after the game. A.J. will start tomorrow's game. The only Braves runs came at the top of the 5th when Ronald Acuna Jr. singled and knocked in both Austin Riley and Drake Baldwin. Tonight, the 4-9 Tyler Mahle for us. His 4.64 ERA against the Twins righty Zebby Matthews. Zebby, there's your name. 6-8 with a 5.34 earned run average. Baldwin leading off as the DH tonight. Mike Yastrzemski in left, Mauricio Dubon at short. The Braves lead is down to 6.5 games over the Phils. The Twins in 3rd place in the AL Central, 5 games behind the White Sox, and a half game out of the last American League wild card spot. Phillies got a break when a blind umpire called a Marlins hit a foul ball, despite it hitting the chalk line literally at the moron's feet. Either be able to review every play or none at all. Reversing egregious and stupid calls by stupid umpires is why we're supposed to have replay. The bottom line, you're supposed to get the damn call right. So why can some plays not and some plays others?
I know.
The Falcons signed 3-time Pro Bowler Zadarius Smith. The veteran edge rusher has played both defensive end and outside linebacker during an 11-year career, has 70.5 sacks, 87 tackles for a loss, and 10 forced fumbles. Named a Pro Bowler during the 2019 and 20 seasons with the Packers. With the Vikings, he had 10 sacks back in 22 to earn his 3rd Pro Bowl selection. Zadarius will turn 36 years old next month. Well, they need help. That's where they're getting it. Bill Rasmussen whose vision and ambition fueled the 1979 launch of ESPN as the world's first 24-hour TV network for sports. Died today. He was 93. Now, were they before CNN? 79? Is that before CNN?
That might have been.
Yeah, I think it was. Yes, that was
it was
first TV network.
Yeah, I think it was.
Rasmussen died at his Florida home from the effects of Parkinson's disease. In the late 70s, not many people thought an around-the-clock cable sports network had a chance, but Bill, who had just been fired as communications director of the New England Whalers, the Hartford Whalers, one of those who did. He maxed out his credit card with a $9,000 advance, got the valuable space on a communications satellite. He was Ted Turner before Ted.
Yeah.
Actually, Ted was doing it before then. With
He had his
early 70s.
Cubs games.
Bill was our George Washington and a good friend, said Chris Berman, who joined ESPN 3 weeks after the network launch in 1979. Of course, he's going to hang it up.
Yeah.
He's going to hang it up. Yeah. NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell says, there is going to be a team located outside the U.S.
Oh, an American football team outside America.
Well, we had the Montreal Expos. We got the Toronto Blue Jays in baseball.
Well, they're not football. Sorry.
Okay. All right.
Well, I don't like it.
You don't like it.
It's wrong.
The AP preseason All-American first team is Ducks quarterback Dante Moore, running back Kawan Lacey of Ole Miss, and running back Ahmad Hardy of Mizzou. Now, Hardy was shot in the offseason, but he's fully recovered. No UGA players on the offense, but the Bulldogs do have 2 on defense. Defensive back Ellis Robinson IV and safety KG Bolden. The SEC has 6 players on offense, 8 on defense on the AP All-American first team. The Diamondbacks placed All-Star second baseman Ketel Marte on the restricted list after he went AWOL for the second straight season.
$100 million guy or something, wasn't that the guy?
Yeah, Marte failed to show up for Arizona's game against the Red Sox last night. Manager Torey Lovullo was still searching for answers after it was over. He said he spoke to Marte Monday morning and afternoon, trying to find out what's going on. Did not get any answers. There's very little coming back, Lovullo said. Not the first time Marte has disappeared. He is making $16 million this season, signed a 6-year, $117 million extension, I'm rounding up, with the D-backs in April of last year. Last season, he went on the restricted list when his home in Arizona was broken into during the All-Star break. He missed 3 games after flying back to his home and back then, and didn't really tell why he wasn't coming back so quick. Yeah. He's hitting .249 with 21 homers, 67 ribbies this season, and not a good time for the team as third baseman Nolan Arenado not able to play after leaving Sunday's game against Atlanta here because of what the team is calling trunk discomfort.
Oh, boy. He was a pretty good hitter, this Arenado guy.
Was he an elephant? Trunk discomfort?
Trunk discomfort.
What the hell is trunk discomfort? Where is your trunk, by the way?
My trunk is your middle section there, my trunk.
I was just making sure it was the same as mine.
I got the same trunk area.
As for what happens if Marte comes back to the team, manager Lovullo says, I haven't got that far. I need a good night's rest, a glass of wine, and we'll think about it.
Yeah. Well.
2-time All-Star C.J. Abrams not happy with the Nationals moving him to second base from shortstop, but C.J. leads the majors with 19 errors. Yeah. You're not a shortstop.
Yeah.
Just 3 shy of his career high from 2023 and 25, and it's just August 18th.
How could you have 19 errors and be a big league infielder?
He's not a shortstop. He's just not. For the first time I saw him with the Padres, that guy can't play short. Anyway, he's like Kurt Blefary, Clank, they called him, because he would clank off his glove, the balls. Yeah. Abrams is having a career year offensively. 28 homers, 91 RBIs, .278 average, and .884 OPS. Designated hitter?
Golly.
Outfielder? I don't know. Not shortstop.
Yeah.
Is there nothing beer can't do?
I've heard this story. It's a great story.
U.S. tennis star Amanda Anisimova left announcers stunned when she was captured sipping on a mystery drink yesterday. The 24-year-old came back from a set down to beat Filipino sensation Alex Ayala 4-6, 6-4, 6-2 in the round 32 at the Cincinnati Open. What's Cincinnati? What else are you going to do but drink?
Good point.
But it wasn't her on-court performance that set tongues wagging. Anisimova raised eyebrows with her beverage of choice. It was a yellow liquor with a frothy head and a clear plastic cup.
It looked like a Miller Lite. It was right there.
Or a beer. If it wasn't
beer, real beer, yeah.
I'd hate to know what it was if it wasn't beer.
Tastes good.
Because the only thing I know that's yellow with a little froth on the top.
Yeah, it was a beer. She denied it.
Did she?
Yeah, she said it was Red Bull.
Well, maybe. Is it Red Bull that color?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I've never had Red Bull.
I never have either. By the way, just take it from me. Drunk tennis is very fun. I was very good at it. August 18th, 1940. Jimmy Powers, the Sunday New York Daily News sports editor, caused a flap when he suggested the Yankees' poor play that season is due to a mass polio epidemic caused by Lou Gehrig.
Oh, God.
The former Yankee first baseman and his roommate Bill Dickey filed suit, resulting in the paper apologizing and retracting its story at the end of the next month.
He gave us all polio? Holy mackerel. God, that was back when polio was no laughing matter.
We had ALS, for God's sake.
Jeez.
Yeah. 1957, Amelia Wershoven set the world record. What did she throw 252 feet and 4.5 inches?
Javelin.
Nope.
Not a shot put.
Nope.
Frisbee.
Nope.
No, 200 feet.
That's three choices.
One of those, the balls on the chain.
A baseball.
A baseball. 200-foot base. Okay, for a girl. Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
1965, home plate umpire Chris Pelakudis denied Braves outfitter Hank Aaron a home run, calling him out after the ball landed on top of the pavilion at Sportsman's Park in St. Louis. Cardinals catcher Tim McCarver jumping up and down, insisting the eventual home run champion had stepped out of the batter's box, appeared to influence the decision.
Oh, please.
I think it had something to do with race. I really do. First of all, I never was a big fan of Tim McCarver. He's late, and I'm not going to say anything bad about him. I was not a fan of McCarver, and he cost Hammer and Hank a home run.
Yeah.
1967, a fastball thrown by Angels right-hander Jack Hamilton shatters Tony Conigliaro's left cheekbone.
Yeah.
The 22-year-old Red Sox slugger will miss the rest of 67 and all of 68, never coming close to the Hall of Fame potential displayed during his first 3 seasons.
Yeah, I used to watch him and all those George Scott and all the Reggie Smell, those guys when they were in minor league ball and A ball years in the early 60s, mid 60s.
Now, and Tony missed the 67 World Series. They might have beat the Cardinals.
Yeah.
And
He was a star,
curse.
and he ruined him forever.
1998, Braves right-hander Greg Maddux won his 200th career game, beating the Giants at Turner Field 8-4. All of Atlanta's 9 hits were doubles.
Real? Oh, no kidding.
The 33-year-old All-Star hurler will finish his 23-year Hall of Fame career, 355 wins, 227 losses. That's a 6-10 one-loss record. That's pretty good.
Wow.
1981, football running back Herschel Walker of Georgia takes out a Lloyd's of London insurance policy for how much?
$8,000.
Higher.
$42,000.
Higher.
$800,000.
Higher.
$2 million.
$1 million.
Oh, my.
2021, first baseman Freddie Freeman became the 7th player in franchise history to hit for the cycle and the first to do so more than once in a Braves uniform. He connected for a 2-run home run, the top of the 6th in Miami. The 2020 National League Most Valuable Player also doubled in the first inning, tripled in the 4th, and singled in the 5th in the team's 11-9 win over the Marlins. 1983, the Royals defeat the Yankees 5-4, completing the Pine Tar game in 12 minutes. Hal McRae strikes out, and Dan Quisenberry retires the Yankees in order.
And the Pine Tar game,
George Brett,
and they were screaming and running.
Away a
and
home
by the way, why is that a thing? Why? Who cares whether Pine Tar's not going to help a ball go farther? If it hits, it would probably make it worse.
I don't know why they do the Pine Tar. Maybe it does make the bat go faster. I don't know. I don't see how.
Doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense. I don't know. No one's ever fully explained it to me. I don't know.
You would think we would hurt things to have it up. If the ball hits in the handle area and there's Pine Tar on it, it's not going to make it go farther. It's going to slow it down. It's going to stick for a minute.
That's basic physics there.
Right there. Well, I was pretty good.
By the way, speaking of which, I think Jeff Passan is talking about it, too, on his podcast. They have found Ted Williams on the side of a river on a fishing trip explaining hitting. And it's an old film that no one's seen before. I don't know where they found it. And he's basically moving people around and showing them how to bat.
Wow, cool.
That would be so cool to watch.
Yeah.
Birthdays in 1928, Marge Schott.
Shotzi here, St. Bernard.
Owner of what?
The
team?
Cincinnati Reds.
That's very good.
And she used to have the guy take her dog out and do poop in the outfield before games and stuff.
Steaming piles at Riverfront. Born in Cincy, died in 2004. Roberto Clemente was born on this day in 1934. Puerto Rican Hall of Famer, 15-time All-Star. World Series in 1960 and 71. He was MVP in 71 against the Orioles. Played for the Pirates. Born in Carolina, Puerto Rico.
And passed away giving, was it Thanksgiving or New Year's Day?
It was New Year's Eve. It was
to
flying
hurricane victims,
to the
Nicaraguas. Yeah.
And they took off, and they think that it wasn't balanced right, and it slid. The weight slid, and it forced the plane into the ocean. Never found his body.
Yeah.
His best friend, Manny Sanguian, his catcher. I love Manny Sanguian. Flew down there. Didn't really know. I don't think he'd ever scuba dived in his life. But
he went down looking for him.
He learned and went down looking for him. They never found his body.
Yeah,
never washed up. Never nothing.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing? 1941, Matt Snell, running back, won Super Bowl III, AFL title in 68, AFL Rookie of the Year in 64. Who did he play for?
Oakland, I think?
No.
Oh, no. Was it Hank Stram's Kansas City Chiefs?
No. Super Bowl III, the famous one. The guarantee we will win.
Oh, New York Jets.
The New York Jets.
The Jets, of course. And Joe Namath, you're doing the thing with the
was it Boozer or Snell that scored the touchdown? I think it was Snell that scored the touchdown in that game. I don't remember. Or one of them. Matt Snell, born in Garfield, Georgia. I did not know. Now, he died earlier this year. I forgot about that. He had passed away earlier.
Well,
in their sport.
Also, a little bit more here. In the Olympics of 2004 in Athens, an American named Paul Hamm, Hamm, won the men's gymnastics all-around Olympic gold medal by the closest margin ever in the event. Unfortunately, there was controversy afterwards when it was discovered that a scoring error actually cost Yang Tae-young of South Korea the title.
Oh, man.
By the way. And one last thing here. On this day, 1992, Boston Celtics celebrated hero Larry Bird retires from basketball. Star in his native Indiana. Got a scholarship to play for Bobby Knight at Indiana University. He was homesick, uncomfortable, and left the school after 1 month, went back to French Lick, enrolled at Indiana State, and became a one-man offense, scored 30 points a game on average for all 3 of his years there. And, just what a superstar, Larry. And who would have thought looking at him, and watching him, and it was just...
it just shows what hard work could do. He had talent, but hard work.
Yeah, he made it happen. He just made it work. Really an incredible story, Larry Bird. Kevin Pete and Flounder, how's it going? 404-741-1230 if you want to join us. And again, coming up very shortly here, a little special entertainment for you if we feel like doing it here. And just go along.
We do, and we do.
6 o'clock. And we do, and there you are. Look out.
The Morning Extra, Neil Bortz, and The Kimmer Show are all online for you anytime at thepodcastpark.com. Plus all of Extra's exclusive podcasts like Ben Burnett, Janelle King, and so much more. All at thepodcastpark.com. Presented by Associated Credit Union.
When I first started using a CPAP, getting supplies and equipment was a horrible hassle. It pretty much stayed that way until I discovered CPAPs, etc.com. Same-day shipping on anything you might need, including travel CPAPs, hoses, masks, you name it. Same-day shipping. CPAPsETC.com. Or visit their store in Alpharetta. So easy, and you could be preserving your health and saving your life.
Hey, what's up? It's Drake Baldwin here to talk about my personal Rookie of the Year, Superior Plumbing. They say you can't be Rookie of the Year more than once, but Superior has been proving themselves for over 40 years as the GOAT of plumbing. Whenever I need a leak repaired, toilet replaced, or water heater, I call Superior Plumbing, and you should too. They handle each job with care and honesty. For Superior, there's no job too small.
For Superior, the honest one, call 770-422 Plum.
I'm Patrick Brown, former Army Ranger in the United States Army. Like many service members, I had to make difficult choices when leaving the military, and the most challenging thing was finding purpose in a new phase of life. Housing, employment, education, way too many decisions and no idea where to start. That was until I met the Warrior Alliance. They made it simple. They listened and quickly connected me to the services I needed. And like a trusted friend, they even followed up to make sure I was squared away. Change a veteran's life today by donating at thewarrioralliance.org, helping warriors navigate to success after service.
On the fence about a fence? Hi, this is Jared with Accent Fence. Make the right choice and call Accent Fence. Whether it's wood, aluminum, vinyl, composite, steel, or chain link, Accent Fence can build you the perfect fence for your home. And with no money down financing available, now is the time to get your new fence. Explore fence options and read all of our 5-star Google reviews at accentfence.net. Then call and set up your free in-home consultation at 770-995-7463. For a fence that lasts, visit accentfence.net.
Hey, it's Front Office Los with Tom, the honest car guy. Let's talk about the new way to buy a car in 2026. Tell me how you can save clients thousands of dollars in this process.
I got a customer here, Jeff Everhart. I met him today first time because I delivered his 25 model Honda Pilot, fully loaded with only 16,000 miles on it. Jeff, answer Los's question about that one.
It was actually shocking. I mean, you hear the advertisements, you want to believe it, and then when you go through with the sale, and there's no extras, there's no dock fees, there's no storage fees, no transportation fees. The price I was given is the price that I paid plus their honest fee. I did save thousands of dollars, and it was a very quick sale.
Well, we appreciate that.
And did it from my living room.
Did it from your living room.
Friends, if you're in the market for a pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, get an honest car buy from the Honest Car Guy. You pay what we pay, plus an honest fee, and we back that up by giving you the bill of sale. That's our transparency guarantee. Call 844-SHOW-ME-1. That's 844-SHOW-ME, the number 1, or visit honestcarguy.com.
When Keisha Lance Bottoms got elected, she said,
"We must be good stewards of your tax dollars."
Just 30 days later,
taxpayers covered the cost of a first-class ticket for Mayor Bottoms' husband to fly to the Super Bowl
on her taxpayer-funded credit card.
Atlanta taxpayers shelled out more than $2,600.
Worse,
more than $11,600 in luxury chauffeured car service in just her first 5 months in office.
And taxpayers covered this tab.
The State Ethics Commission has fined Keisha Lance Bottoms.
She accepted over $110,000 in contributions that exceeded legal limits,
violating campaign finance laws.
The commission's chairman declared
it's an egregious violation of the act.
And the verdict from a former prosecutor?
It smells bad. What don't you get about the rules and regulations? If Mayor Bottoms wants her legacy to be too greedy to care, they're off to a great start.
Keisha Lance Bottoms. She's out for herself, not Georgia.
Paid for by Jackson for Governor, Inc.
Larry Elder here. When it comes to supplements, 2 things matter most. Does it work? And can you trust it? Rather than just tell you about Relief Factor, we'll let our customers do it. We hear from people every single day whose lives have changed, and we'd like you to hear a few of their stories. Chris has spent years doing physical work, leaving his feet sore at the end of the day. After starting Relief Factor, he felt so good, he did something he'd never done before. He ran a half marathon. Now he tells all his friends about Relief Factor. I've got back issues. I've been taking Relief Factor every single morning for years. Without it, the back problems come back. They make it easy to find if you'll be the next person telling us Relief Factor gave you your life back. 3 weeks for just $17.76. Simply go to ReliefFactor.com. That's ReliefFactor.com, or call 800-4RELIEF, 800-4RELIEF. You'll connect with our friendly local team, and they'll do everything they can to help. We hope you'll be soon sharing your story with us too. ReliefFactor.com, 800-4RELIEF.
The Morning Extra, every weekday on your drive to work.
All Americans want to do is see you love America. We can disagree on all kinds of things. Am I getting 100% of what I want? No. And you never will. It doesn't matter who's elected. You're never getting 100% of what you want. But if you can go up there and say, damn it, I love America, and I'm going to do my best for her, dude, that's all most Americans need.
Atlanta's only conservative news and talk station is Extra 106.3 FM and the Extra 106.3 app.
Oh, yeah. Look out. All right, baby. This... 1969, Mick Jagger was on hand during the filming of the movie Ned Kelly in Australia, and Mick Jagger was accidentally shot in the hand. The film had some problems. Mick Jagger's girlfriend at the time, Marianne Faithfull, had gone to Australia to play the lead female role in the movie Ned Kelly, playing Ned's sister Maggie. But the Mick Jagger-Marianne Faithfull relationship was breaking apart. She took an overdose of sleeping pills as soon as she got to Sydney, resulted in her being hospitalized in a coma. And, of course, was no longer part of the film. And, yowie.
Notice they went ahead with the film.
Yeah, they said. Now, how did she end up? Did she end up?
She passed away several years ago, but she had cleaned up, was living a decent life.
Yeah. Anyway, beautiful, a great singer.
Had a big
morning.
hit.
What was that morning?
As
Angel
Tears
or
Go
whatever?
By.
As Tears Go. Yeah.
That was a Stone song too. Yeah.
To the phones, taking priority. Wild Bill. Hey, Bill, he's welcome aboard, sir. What's going on? What's up?
How's it going, Cameron? I heard you talking about you were in a fraternity.
Yeah, Phi Delta
Correct?
Theta. Yes, sir.
Well, I bet you spent a lot of time in sororities, but that's a different issue.
Not as much as we want back then. No, there was no hanky-panky going on at all back in 1964, unfortunately.
I tried to start a fraternity, but I was turned down.
Really?
Mine was going to be called I Felt a Thigh.
I felt the thigh, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, hey. Oh. All right, Wild Bill right there. Hey.
I felt
and now, ha.
What's the other one?
Now we got Ghost Hunter Joel.
A day. We have a Ghost Hunter Joel. Hey, Ghost Hunter Joel, we'll let you get full shred. We kind of cut you off yesterday, and I feel bad about it, but we had no choice. Hard break, man.
Well, I felt bad because I was not as concise as I wanted to be about Pete's sports thing.
Well,
but I think he had a Flounders phrasing moment there in the Ozzy Albies bit. But you were talking about Hayden Panettiere yesterday and then today.
And again today, too.
I've watched a show on TV hosted by Dr. Drew Pinsky, who is often on the Gutfeld show.
Yeah, I see him quite a bit,
And he was covering in one of his episodes, he was covering Dana Plato and the different strokes.
Yeah, she was on our show, my show years ago back in the 90s. She came in to be interviewed on her show,
But he was talking about how sexualized she was as like a young teenage, like 12, 13 years old. One episode she was wearing a bikini, and her father, Mr. Drummond, obviously not her biological father, commented on how good she looked. And then Todd Bridges, her co-actor, was talking about how he was taking a nap between scenes, and he woke up to someone unzipping his pants and doing something, and it was Dana Plato.
Wow.
And he was like, what the heck is going on here?
Yeah. I'll tell you, I hate child actors, especially girls, women. I mean, I know that's sexist and everything else, but as a father of two girls, I just think it's horrible. I think it's awful. It's not worth the risk. You just don't do it. Leave
and obviously, as Pete mentioned, Corey Haim and Corey Feldman, they're the same. They're victims as well. Yeah. And who knows about Macaulay Culkin, who became a good friend of Michael Jackson's.
Yeah. Again, there were rumors about that too, and they all kind of denied it. But who knows what was going on? And again, I don't know whether you heard. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Well, just saying, the woman who was known as Hayden's second mom, Lindsay Lonberg, who kind of basically raised her when Hayden's and her mother were estranged. Her mother today said she didn't like the boyfriend who showed up over the weekend. He'd been beating her up in the past. He'd been arrested a couple of times for beating her up, and the mother was, didn't like their relationship at all. But the woman known as her second mom said, she told me when you go working on a set, there are pills and liquor, things available anytime you want. This kid didn't have a chance. And I say the same thing. She didn't have a chance. She was sex trafficked by a friend on a yacht where she was all of a sudden put into a cabin with a very famous star when she was 18 years old and had to hide to try to get her. I mean, it was a nightmare. The girl never had a freaking chance. I think it's just disgraceful.
Yeah, and the first thing I thought about when I heard about her death is what kind of exploitation did she have to endure to get that fame, unfortunately.
Well, it's scary. I mean, it's wrong in every way. And again, these days, honestly, I don't know why we would need child actors starting in the Disney when they're 5, 6, 7, 8. Use CGI fakers. Seriously, it's horrible.
I mean, there was a movie done back in, I think it was 2001, called a Final Fantasy based on a video game where there were no actors. It was all computer animation, and you couldn't tell the difference.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a slight thing where you're like, okay, yeah, this is fake.
Yeah, but it's getting better and better.
All the reactions and everything were the same.
And it's getting so much better. You're not going to know anything before too long.
Yeah.
So. Man.
Yeah, thanks to AI.
Yeah, brutal. Go, Senator Joe. Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Kimber, Pete, and Flounder, how's it going? 404-741-1230.
Isn't it time?
I believe it's time, Flounder. If we can rewrite the old Cowabunga here, I think this is probably
here. It's always a surprise every week that the second time it comes around. It's like we don't want to do it.
I mean, okay, we'll do it. We'll take a chance. Maybe they didn't hear the first one, and then
we're really going to do this.
They made it home, and they're out of the car.
Do you want to do that? You want to do it live again? Because you.
Want you to erase it?
No, let's do it. Let's do the.
No, that way they can hear my mistake, Pete.
Okay, I'm Mitch about seashells, seashore. And now, another edition of Not the Kimmers Rainy Day Theater Playhouse, where we, by golly, endeavor to bring a little bit of sunshine into the otherwise miserable lives of you, the little people. Today's episode, what's that in the road ahead? Yes, the scene. Your local hospital. Could be Piedmont, could be Emory, could be North Side. A beautiful young woman patient sits patiently in her hospital bed, awaiting her doctor. Just then, her handsome physician walks into the room carrying her chart. He calmly looks her over, then looks over her chart and says to her,
"We're almost through with your tests. I'm just waiting for your ex, Ray."
"But doctor, I've never dated anyone named Ray."
The doctor is taken aback for a second, but regains his composure and says,
"I think we'll do a brain scan as well."
A brain what?
Scan, damn it. Scan. It's a scan. It's a brain scan.
And
editor, and scene.
Scene.
Yes, if it's in the script, ladies and gentlemen, here at the mighty 106.3, part of the script, we endeavor, honestly, just to bring you you just don't get this anywhere else. It was all written down. You had one line.
And you got all the way to the end of the second one.
One word, not the Kimmers Rainy Day word Theater Playhouse on 106.3.
I have it on good authority. I talked to an actress last night. She says it takes about 4 shows before you know you've really got it cooking.
There you go.
So we should do it 3 more times.
Okay, ready?
One per hour?
Cue him on 106.3. There we go.
Let's just play that last line.
Yeah, we just
and the reaction. We both went nuts.
Damn it.
What kind of skin? What?
Well, you know.
I quit.
No. We won't want that. We don't want that. Kimber, Pete, and Flounder, always as it should be here on the mighty 106.3.
You never know when you trod the boards what could happen.
You could slip. You could just make a full footing and take a dive right there. No matter what happens, we're here. 106.3. Look out. Stand by. I love it.
Yeah, that may have been the funniest.
Every vote should count once and count right. Because trust in the process isn't optional, it's the law. And Extra 106.3 is proud to be Atlanta's conservative voice, bringing you the newsmakers and lawmakers that matter when it matters most. Listen live or stream us anywhere on the Extra 106.3 app.
America! Chuck, yeah! Chuck and Shack Oyster Bar is celebrating the red, white, and blues all summer long with our America 250 summer menu. We're talking Cyclone char-grilled oysters, Route 66 smash burgers, crab meat boardwalk fries, and USA-inspired cocktails. Raise a glass and cheers to 250 years of the US of A at Chuck and Shack Oyster Bar. Locally owned in downtown Alpharetta and Cumming, across from the collection. Find your location and details at theshuckandshack.com.
Hey, it's a Kimber. You know, if you've listened to me for any length of time, you've heard me talk about my friend Jeff Shea at Peach State Windows, and there's a reason for that, of course. I've known Jeff for years and years. I've seen how they run their business. I've seen the homes they've transformed, and after more than 50 years serving Georgia homeowners, Peach State has earned the trust that they have. Jeff understands something very important. Most homeowners don't want a different house. They want maybe a better version of the home they already have. Well, that's where Peach State shines. Better performance, better energy efficiency, efficiency, better comfort. Right now, 8 premium double-hung vinyl replacement windows installed for just $3,995. That's 8 windows installed for under $4,000. Plus, you'll get a lifetime warranty and 0% financing for 12 months. You can see their work at PeachStateWindows.com. PeachStateWindows.com. 770-485-8011. Peach State Windows, trusted by Georgia homeowners for generations.
Your yard, it stresses you out. Between the watering, the seeding, the weeding, and mowing. And no matter what you do, you're never satisfied. Have you thought about artificial turf? It's low maintenance, pet friendly, and looks amazing all year round. ATL Turf Co. is Atlanta's top choice for artificial grass installation. Let them build you a custom golf or putting green, outdoor kitchen, or pool deck. They even specialize in custom concrete and stonework. Schedule your free in-home consultation today at atlturfco.com. That's atlturfco.com.
Toyota's national sales event is happening now through August 31st at Marietta Toyota. Thinking about going electric? Well, the 2026 Toyota BZ gives you an all-electric Toyota with no gas stops, a quiet commute, and confidence of buying from a dealership you know. For drivers who want to spend less time at the pump and more time enjoying the drive, BZ is a smart way to try all-electric without leaving Toyota behind. Every new Toyota includes a nationwide lifetime powertrain warranty. That's unlimited time and unlimited mileage for as long as you own it. We've been voted Best of COP for 2026, Best New Car Dealership, Best Service Center. For well-qualified buyers, special financing is available on the new 2026 Toyota BZ, 0% APR for up to 72 months through August 31st. Visit us on Cobb Parkway South, just north of Truist Stadium, Marietta Toyota. Since 1975, we've been here and we'll be here for you.
0% APR for 72 months with approved credit through SCTF. Not all buyers qualify. Offer ends 8/31/26. See dealer for details. All prices exclude tax, tag, and title, and include $699 dock fee and $257 electronic tag fee.
In the U.S., there is a break-in every 26 seconds. But when intruders step near, SimpliSafe Home Security steps up. Using the Outdoor Camera Series 2 and the advanced AI alerts, SimpliSafe's U.S.-based live agents identify your threats on the property and help deter them, stopping the crime before it starts. Because when it comes to your family's safety, the best break-in protection is prevention. SimpliSafe. They'll earn your business by keeping you safe and satisfied every day, and that's why they never lock you into a long-term contract or any kind of cancellation fee. And it's why monitoring and deterrence plans start affordably at about $1 a day. It's no wonder that SimpliSafe has been named the best home security system by the U.S. News and World Report for 6 years running, and America's best customer service in home security by Newsweek. Join the more than 6 million people who trust SimpliSafe to protect their homes and families today. Right now, you can save 50% off your new SimpliSafe system at simplisafe.com/Beck. That's half off at simplisafe.com/Beck. There is no safe like SimpliSafe.
Here we go. Singing on the thing there with the Doors. The Doors. Yeah, they had to change something here. A funny story. This day, 1966, the Doors signed with Elektra Records in a deal for the band to produce 7 albums. The Doors reluctantly agreed to release the song Break On Through as their first single. The lyric, she gets high, she gets high, she gets high, was changed to she's a tramp, she's a tramp. No, they didn't change it to that. And apparently they wanted to secure radio stations playing it in 1966, so they didn't want to say she gets high, because 66 was a time when people were still weird about it. In fact, I remember when I came here to Atlanta, 1972, I was working at the three-letter radio station.
If this mentions Elmo Ellis, I'm going to come right over there.
John Moore. The morning guy was John Moore, and he was told by Elmo Ellis, stay back. When we were playing the song, he had to announce the title of the song, One Over the Line. Yeah. He couldn't say the word toke. But he could play the record, but he could not say one toke over the line. He had to say one over the line. Oh, my God. Anyway, a quick birthday here for you. That tall, blonde, funny chick, Caitlin Olsen, 51. She's Sweet D on Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Also, Mickey on the show, Mick. Caitlin Olsen, 51. She was also in The Heat and a couple other things. I thought she's a funny actress, very funny girl.
She has a detective thing going on right now. Where
Is that the Mick?
No, that failed. She's got one now that she's very smart, but she's a cleaning lady. But she helps the police out because she's a Mensa student.
Oh my God, I didn't know.
I forget the name of it. It's
I like her as an actor. I haven't seen that one, but anyway. Let's see. Edward Norton. Incredible Hulk. He was not asked to return for the Avengers because he's hard to work with. Yeah. He was in Primal Fear, Rounders, good movie, Rounders, Fight Club, The Score, and I've got that on my DVR thing with Robert De Niro. Italian Job, Born Legacy, Red Dragon. I mean, Edward
he's
Norton,
done a lot. Yeah.
57, and Roman Polanski's still alive somehow at 93. He drugged and raped the 13-year-old girl, got away with it, fled to Europe. He's still a fugitive in France, and they will not extradite him. And he's still working. Roman Polanski is still working and making movies. He did Rosemary's Baby, The Pianist. He won an Oscar for that, I think. Chinatown, Downhill Racer, the movie with Robert Redford back in 50 years ago or whatever. Anyway.
By the way, as amazing as Rainy Day Playhouse Theater is, it's also available for sponsorship.
You know, we should, in fact, they keep asking, how do we get on sponsorship? And, we got to get, if we had, we got to have to open up some of the sales team there. They're all over, over at the ball club and everything. So we'll get them back here again, see if we can get them working for the old Rainy Day Theater.
Yeah.
I like it. I like that idea. Now, speaking of theater actors.
Who wouldn't want their name attached?
I would myself. If I had the money, believe me, I'd be the first one. Sponsored by the Kimmer Show.
Literally, your name is attached to it.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's right.
Kimmer's
I keep forgetting. I forgot I was there. And now, little Johnny Ossoff, Senator Maybelline, is getting ripped by conservatives in the White House after he took a shot at Donald Trump, and he tried to make little Johnny Ossoff was doing a re-election campaign rally here in Atlanta, and he slammed Donald Trump's handling of the Iran war. But then he went on. We'll play cut number one here, Flounder. Little Johnny, Pancake Boy, tried to imply that Donald Trump is cheating on his wife with a member of his staff. Here's the end of the shot. Cut number one, Johnny Ossoff.
And while the sailors on the Lincoln fight his war, while he fruitlessly drains our munitions and oil reserves, the president sleeps through his meetings. He golfs and trades stocks. See, he doesn't want to do the job.
Here you go.
He wants to build his ballroom and travel with Natalie on their apparently defenseless flying palace gifted by the Emir of Qatar.
He wants to travel with Natalie. That's Natalie Harp, his Trump aide, who, by the way, had breast cancer. And Donald Trump said, I'm going to make sure you get in that program where you can take a chance whether it works or not. At least you have the right to take a chance. He got her on it, and she's alive and works for the administration. And the slimy little scumbag pea stain Johnny Ossoff is the guy who tried to make a charge that Donald Trump is cheating on his wife with the aide that he helped save her life. What a disgraceful slime bag you are. In fact, the White House reacted this way. Jon Ossoff is a cringeworthy feminine theater kid cosplaying as Barack Obama. He was a member of the Georgetown University singing group dressed up as Han Solo for a parody. Nobody gives a crap what this lightweight loser says. John J. Off has derided the senator's the biggest loser in politics. It's because he's a radical. Well, I'm just on and on and on. And then later on, even Jen Psaki, although I think she was trying to help him kind of clear the stuff, when he got feedback that he was really being ripped for what he said, trying to make that horrible accusation, even Jen Psaki gave him a chance to explain himself. Flounder, cut number two.
The reason I asked about Natalie Harp is because it's kind of raised this question out there, more questions about her. He is surrounded by sycophants, no question. I just talked about that. But you specifically mentioned her, and I just wonder why.
Well, I've heard this particular aide referred to as his security blanket. And I think we could say that about any number of the senior aides in the White House. They're not telling him what he needs to hear. They're telling him what he wants to hear. And the nation is at war.
Yeah, that's fine. He went on and on. Again, he didn't address the issue of why he was trying to make it up as though Donald Trump traveling with Natalie, mentions by her first name alone, as though they're intimate and it's his girlfriend. I mean, it's just freaking despicable. Here's the United States Senator. slimy little scuzzbag.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I've never known such a thing. And by the way, the reporter who asked a question about it, Donald Trump lashed out at her, Kristen Holmes, and he said, Holmes is a disgraceful, humiliating embarrassment to her alleged profession. And then she tried to ask another question, and Trump said, quiet, you're very disrespectful in front of this young man. Donald Trump was praising the hero lifeguard kid. Don't you find that disrespectful? He said, who are you with? CNN. Fake news, fake news. You're a loud, boisterous person. Fake news. You're a fake reporter, and you report fake news. I mean, it doesn't. And Johnny Ossoff, shame on you. You just slimy little dirt spot. Really, just despicable.
It's embarrassing. He is a senator from our state.
Yeah. With no background, empty shirt that they're grooming to run for president one day. Johnny, I can't believe it. All right, hold on. One more Flounders Funny. A little funny part to end the program with there.
When you go to war, man, that's the one time when you really have to appreciate rednecks, though. Because rednecks, they're like the one group of people that actually want to go to war. Everybody else tries to get out of it. You ask a college kid if he wants to go to war, he's just like, I'm taking this sociology class, and I think war is really stupid. My roommate's half Afghanis, that's gonna cause some static. You ask a redneck if he wants to go to war, he's just like, hell yeah! No, they're frightening people, but you gotta utilize them. They should just sedate those people, drop them off in Afghanistan, just let them run wild. Seriously, you wouldn't want to draft a guy like me. I'm a comedian. I'm useless. I'm a coward. I don't like confrontations. You draft a redneck. Not only is that dude a psycho, he'll actually save you money. Those guys show up to the Army, here's your M16. They're like, I already got one. I got some stuff in the trunk you ain't ever seen before, buddy. I went on the internet, got me some of that surface-to-air stuff, took it out hunting, got me a moose and a duck at the same time.
Mr. Bill Burr.
Bill Burr, one of our favorites.
You came up one short.
I know. The woman, the lady with the graduation wanting to let her in.
Penn State drugs.
I did that one.
Did you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, then you did it.
I did the Sigma Chi.
Oh, okay.
Hey, anyway, tomorrow it's Hump Day. Oh, my goodness. Kim Rapine, Flounder. Christine, sing me home, baby. I got to go. You're killing me. Look out, Herb.
Streaming across Georgia on the Extra 106.3 app. This is WFOM and W292EV Marietta, a Dickey Broadcasting Station. Extra 106.3.